the Josh Johnson Show. I'm Josh Johnson, joined by my co-host and fellow stand-up comedian, Logan Nilsson. Logan, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm tip-top.
Great.
Yeah, it's been...
I'm happy for you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy. Apparently, my neighbors are happy. They've been doing burnouts all day.
Yeah, we'll see if it shows up in the audio, but it does sound like you're living next door to the fucking Daytona 500, the way...
Yeah.
It literally just sounded like race cars going in a circle.
We all celebrate in different ways, I guess. We all...
Yeah. I guess for context, because this will be a couple weeks after, but we're recording this the day after, Biden won the election. So a lot of people still out there.
Yeah, still out there.
Celebrating.
Doing a lot of left turns, I guess.
Yeah.
When I first heard it, I thought the apartment was moving. Because the first ones were so loud. They were so
right
loud.
Out front?
They seemed everywhere.
Right.
It sounded like the car was in my apartment. And I think they started being out front, and then now they've moved to more like the side streets. But yeah, and I'm sure if I were out there right now, I'd be like, yes, do it. It is very cool. Because it is. It is like a fun thing to watch someone do.
I love that character in the street racing movies. Yes, do it. I think that's very cool.
Do it. Keep doing it even better.
Yes. Well done, chums. Very cool.
Matt, because here's the thing.
I like it. Burn out, baby. I think it's very cool.
What's funny to me, just in general about myself, is that I'm so scared to drive, but I'm not scared to fly at all.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
But, well, I mean, I get, but I mean, you're not flying the plane yourself.
Yeah. That makes sense. I guess if I was flying the plane, I would be very stressed out.
Yeah, exactly. And I think why maybe, because do you get nervous when you're riding, when you're riding passenger to me? Is that nerve-wracking to you just being in a car?
No, because I will here's the thing. This is the way I feel about cars, is that you're in a chair that could kill someone.
Yes.
So as long as I'm not doing the killing, I'm pretty chilled out.
Yeah.
I've been in the car with people who I know can't drive. When I got in the car, I was like, this is a bad idea. This guy is this guy is about as nearsighted as they come.
Right. So yeah, I'd say it's more just you just like the idea of being chauffeured. You piece of shit. No,
I mean, maybe, but I also think that there's just the level of responsibility and the level of probability that something bad will happen is just so much more likely in a car than it even is on a plane. Because if you think about it, it's like if you take 5 flights in an entire year, what's the likelihood that this flight is going down? Whereas if you drive every day, you're at least going to have some scares.
You're way more likely to die in a car accident than a plane crash. I almost called it a plane accident. Yeah,
it is an accident usually.
When one plane bumps up into the back of another one, a little.
Can I tell you? I saw a whole documentary about that, and you would not believe how many people lived. Two planes
hitting midair,
coming right at each other. The radio, there was something wrong with the frequency on one, and the other one was having some other technical issue, so they just didn't see each other until this last second. And we think of planes as a slow flying thing, but they're super fast.
Oh no, they're crazy fast.
And so the crash happened so fast, and I don't remember if they were both trying to land at the same. I'm positive they were trying to land at the same airport. That's the only reason two planes would.
I could see that.
But then they cut across each other, and basically the wing of one went into the other plane, and then they both crashed. And eyewitnesses on the scene said they saw a guy. This was this is only funny because so many people survived. They saw a guy that was still in his seat, So like something out of a Bad Boys movie, still in his seat. The seat had like separated from the plane, had skidded in the field, and just like skidded across, was still on a little bit of fire, and he just undid his seatbelt and walked away.
Fuck it, my hero. Hell yeah.
That dude wanted no parts of whatever was coming next.
It'd be even better if he was sleeping. Like he was like, "Oh, here already."
Already, okay. Looks like they burned that meal, whatever that was.
Airline food, am I right?
Yeah, but no. So that I think that you're right. I can't imagine if I was going to try to fly a plane. I would be like, why are there so many buttons? Either fly or don't. There should just be a fly button. There should just be one button that says fly.
Yeah. This button says New York. This button says L.A. You push one way, push one the other. Yeah, no, you'd be a wreck with that. But no, you are way more likely to die in a car accident than in a plane crash. And I think it's like your most accidents more than likely happen within like 3 miles of home.
Yeah.
For most people.
Yeah, when you let your guard down.
Because I think usually that's... Well, yeah, I think you let your guard down, that's when you're like, oh, fuck, I gotta go! And you burn out your driveway to get the hell out, going towards work. I think is why it's that maybe.
Or it's the end of an election, you decide to drag race a stranger.
Yeah. All day, apparently. Oh, what are you doing tomorrow? I'm just going to drive around Brooklyn and just get into going to race for pinks, baby. That's what I'm going to be doing all day. Woo! Biden!
This is how I can tell I'm getting older. Not only am I not out there with them, but as I was hearing the second hour of it, I was like, they wasting good gas money.
Yeah, man. I have that thought all the time. Come on, man. I don't know. I also like it's interesting with all the, maybe we don't want to talk about this because it's topical news and this will be already a couple weeks after, but the interesting thing with all of the celebrations that happen, which like I'm not trying to rain anyone's parade, but like we talked about a little bit ago, but it's like I was immediately seeing videos of like, all right, we're all getting together and we're hanging out now, and seeing in every single video, every story I saw posted, people weren't wearing their masks. I'm like, guys, you guys were the ones who were angry the whole time. Like, we can't now be like, pandemic over now. Like, no, it's not. It's very much not.
Yeah, it's the equivalent of being so excited you run out into the middle of the street to scream, but you are in traffic now.
Right. Yeah. So I don't know. I hope people are celebrating responsibly, I guess, which again, this is going to be in the future of them doing it. So this does nothing for anyone. It's been a wild weekend. It's been a weird one. It's been a strange weekend just because like my girlfriend had to get tested for COVID. She got exposed at work. Which she's a nurse, but it was like a patient that she had who then was negative but tested positive later, and she had all of her gear on. That's why she was fine, but they had her get tested. And when you're waiting on that result, and it's not even for me, but it was like if she has it, then like I got to get tested. And then, being a substitute teacher here too, then it's like, well, then I got to talk to like the contact tracer person for the Mitchell County Health, and it's just like it immediately. I was just making a list of stuff in my head, being like, I hope I don't have to do all this shit. Like I also hope my girlfriend's not sick, because that would be devastating. But also, I don't want to do this stuff. This is more people I got to call and deal with. Also, I really hope my girlfriend's fine, but I don't want to make these phone calls.
But also paperwork.
Shit. So, she's fine, by the way. Her test came back negative. She's fine. But
you don't want to leave people on a cliffhanger like that.
Yeah, you don't. Well, and I just had a couple people being like, "Oh, do you want like a friend being like, hey, do you want to have like beers in the yard or whatever and hang out for a second?" Or talked about helping my brother with his house or something a little bit, because those are people who are take all the precautions too. And he was just like, hey, do you want to do something tomorrow? And I'm just like, well, I gotta wait and make sure COVID's not in my house. And he's like, yes, good idea, thank you.
Oh man, it's also the thing that I think I've just been anxious about is that to what you're saying and to like what we were talking about before, I'm probably going to go home for Thanksgiving, which means I'll get on my first flight of the whole year.
Yeah.
And so it's just had me thinking about flights a lot, like just about the safety and just about like, man,
you're daydreaming about flights. You're having these planes.
Because I normally love to fly. I really do. You know, you buckle up for a movie that's not going to be that good, but it's free, so you don't have to stress about it.
Yeah, I fell asleep during Star Wars Solo. One of my last flights. That's the last movie I watched in a plane was Solo. At the beginning of it was very bad. Then I fell asleep, woke up, and there was some cool shit happening. I'm like, hey, this movie got good while I was sleeping.
While I was gone, y'all really turned this around.
You guys really read the room.
Yeah, quick. We're losing him.
He's sleeping, man. Get Donald Glover in here. Come on. Let's get...
Yeah, we got him back. Don Glover, nice haircut.
I missed his introduction entirely. Woke up and just like, oh, Lando Calrissian's here. Oh, they're flying from something. Neat.
Yeah. Dude, so I don't know if you saw this. This is actually pretty old story overall. But there was this couple that was on a flight, and so this was back before the Face ID, right? When it was still just the finger, right? Just the fingerprint on the phone to unlock it.
Oh, right. Okay.
Right? If you wanted to have those extra.
Until you said phone, I was like, Face ID for what?
Yeah, no.
I'm like, I've never had to scan anything to get on a flight. Like,
yeah, like
aside from my ticket.
I'm just saying, like, this is how you know it was like a few years ago, right?
Right.
And
yeah.
So my man fell asleep, right? And his wife, while he's asleep, grabbed his phone, took his finger, and then unlocked his phone with his sleeping hand, right? And then when she unlocked the phone, she found everything. She found all the homegirls in there, found everything, and then she started beating his ass so hard they had to land the plane.
Wait, was this someone you knew, or was this a story?
No. This is a news story.
Okay, because I remember this now. I remember.
Yeah.
Once you said they had to land the plane, I remember hearing about that story.
Because then this is what's so funny to me about it, right? Is that so she already found everything out. So he probably been sleeping pretty peacefully for a minute because it took her time to like read through everything.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like she didn't just open the phone and then just start beating him. She wanted to get all the evidence.
Right,
you know?
Yeah.
And so she's delving in. She's finding whole friends she didn't know about, conversations. She's reading through. She's getting paragraphs in, right?
Yeah.
So the other reason it makes me laugh is because like you as the dude don't know what she knows, right? But she is so angry that she's not even like playing the you know when you're just caught when someone's just caught you and so they ask you some leading questions so that you can tell on yourself. Yeah. She's not even doing that.
It's doing the Columbo, just like so. One more thing. There's one more thing that I want to ask you about. Who's
just waiting to catch
Janice?
you?
Who is this Janice, and how do you know her?
And so,
she looks like a hoe. I just want to say.
Columbo got all the receipts. And so then, you know, obviously there's not like a full on transcript of what happened, but from the report that I saw, she basically woke him up by beating him, right? So then this dude is sleeping peacefully, and he just feels hands just slapping, right?
Hi, honey.
So just slap, and then questions in between the slapping. But he doesn't know, like, not only is he going to try to lie first, but he probably doesn't even know what she's talking about because he doesn't know that she knows. So now
Right.
she's like, boom, slap. Who is Janice? And then he's like, huh? And then she's like, don't huh me, because in her mind, he's already lying. But he genuinely is coming out of sleep. So he's going huh as like, I'm waking up back from unconsciousness.
My first thought is like anytime I've fallen asleep on a plane and woken up, it takes a second to be like, where the fuck am I? So now add slapping to that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Now add slapping.
Where am I? Who are you? What's happening? What year is it? Who's Janice? That's
Right. And from the report that I saw, not only did she have form, but he was also
in the report. Really good form. She squared up.
I mean, it didn't say she had good form. It just said that she was beating him handily. So
the report just says she was winning.
Yeah. Oh, easily. He wasn't even covering up well. He needs some lessons. Just some general boxing lessons about your guard, because she's breaking through the guard with uppercuts. All right.
While seated in a plane aisle, that's incredibly difficult.
Oh no.
Was she above him?
This is the best part. So then I
was she standing or was she sitting still in the seat next to him, or does she get up?
No. Okay, not only has she hadn't got up yet. All right.
Oh, okay. So that's the thing. So that is some good punches if she's able to really fuck him up seated next to him. That's an awkward way to hit.
And I'm pretty sure she had like I don't have any evidence for this, but I'm pretty sure she had like fully planned it out how she was going to start. Like, it wasn't an emotional thing. She thought through, like every sentence she was reading, she was thinking through how she was going to beat this dude's ass. So I'm pretty sure she lowered the seat back table just to box him in a little bit more. All right.
I like that, or I like the idea of her calmly putting it up in preparation for ass beating, of being like, oh well, hang on, I got to do this, and let me undo my seatbelt, and you're gonna need some help, so I'm gonna go ahead and call the attendant now, and then.
That's it. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I feel like she calmly raised her seat back table and calmly lowered his, and just was setting up everything nicely, right?
Put some coffee on it too.
Probably turned his reading light on just so he'd be blinded. So then not only is she beating his ass, but he is in a window seat, so he's fully boxed in.
Yeah.
He can't get out. Yeah, and so then it's not like no one really knows what's going on when any fight on a plane starts. Okay, so there's like a commotion, but he's not even like yelling like "stop hitting me" or anything yet, because he's just so out of it, right? And then
he just wants to know if they're there yet.
Yeah. So then finally, wouldn't that be great if it was like you start getting beat, but you've also landed, so you'll be able to get away soon. Nah, they were mid-flight. You're 10,000 feet stuck.
Sorry, you're getting beat across 2 time zones.
Yeah, you're about to join the 6 feet deep, mile high club.
Not sure how that math works out, but it's not good for you. It's not good for you.
Yeah, it's not going to be great. I think it ends with you being thrown off the plane.
6 feet deep, mile high club.
And so she's like wailing on him, right?
Right.
And then I don't know if the flight attendant saw first or a passenger saw first, but then they like got involved, like, ma'am. You know what I mean? Because like the thing that's funny to me about stuff like this is that no matter how like trashy someone is behaving, someone at their job still has to say ma'am or sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it always cracks me up. Like, it's like even Waffle House fights, I'll be like, sir, and then they start swinging.
Listen,
then the employee starts fighting.
Which I think it makes the punches more righteous if you say sir while doing it. It really, I don't know. It adds an extra level of stank to it. Just like, oh yeah, sir.
Right?
You know, it kind of, it really.
And so then
The combination of respectful and disrespectful in one is a beautiful thing.
yeah. Because like this is my thing. So then people are kind of trying to get her off of him and everything, but like I don't know if she's just that strong or people are not quite trying to break the fight up good enough, because there's no way there's this is the thing. As someone who watches fights, I love martial arts. I watch UFC, everything.
Yeah.
Refs rarely have a problem breaking up a fight between two big guys. So it shouldn't be that hard to break up a fight between a person who's not fighting back and a person who's trying to fight in a middle seat. Like that,
Right. Well, but
that seems pretty straightforward.
In a plane, though, those people didn't agree ahead of time that if they get broken up, they have to go to their separate corners. It's a different set of rules that have been laid out. Because really, the main rule is, hey, don't fight on the plane, and already that's being ignored. So now any other form of decorum of someone coming in the middle being like, hey, now, that shit's gone. Sorry, they're already fighting in the air. Like gods.
But I mean, this is my thing. There's at least two flight attendants on this plane,
right?
Because it was a decently sized plane, right? So between two people,
right,
and what I hope is an air marshal, that's proof that air marshal wasn't on that plane.
Oh, for sure. Or he's cheating on his wife.
So then they cannot seem to stop her. Like she's just in the pocket. She's just landing nice clean strikes. And then I can also tell you, as someone who's tried to break up fights before, that sometimes they're too messy and you end up getting hurt. Absolutely. As the person trying to break up the fight. So I can tell if someone's beating another person well enough, you don't want to get involved. You're like, hey, look, especially like I'm pretty sure that you are now slowly. So initially, when you see people hitting people, you're usually on the side of the person being hit because no one likes violence, right. But then as she is yelling out more accusations, it does kind of start to seem slightly more even. Yeah, I mean,
right. I mean,
like
most of the time, if I see a woman start punching a man, I'm in the back of my mind, I'm like, he probably deserves this, but I probably need to do something.
Yeah, like you try to break it up because you're like, in the off chance that this is just an abusive woman, let's break this up.
I don't like seeing people get hurt out and about, but if it's a woman going, it says, I'm like, he probably did something, but not saying it's worth him getting punched. I'm not saying violence is going to solve it, but I guarantee there's a story.
Yeah, if she's in the middle of screaming, the best years of my life, da 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 da, I gave you two kids, da 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 da. It's like, oof.
Yeah.
You start to be a little gentler with your declarations to stop. Like, oh no, ma'am, don't, please, don't do it. And so then they cannot get her off of him, and I guess they just tell the pilot. I guess someone stops trying to break up the fight and just runs to the cockpit and is like, hey, look, we have a situation. Yeah. I can't even pass out the snacks. All right.
Listen, if we don't land this plane, she's going to bring us all down.
She is going to use him to beat us. Okay.
She's going to put a fist through one of the windows, and then this whole cabin's going to get depressurized.
And so yeah, they landed, and I do remember almost certain she got arrested upon landing. It's like
I thought you were saying she got arrested upon, and I'm like, that is not a phrase. That is not.
No. No, I'm pretty sure they were waiting for her. Because you can't. Because this is also the thing. She also must have been beating his ass as they were landing. So imagine you already think you hate flying, right? Imagine you can see out the window the ground getting a little closer, and you just count down in your head. All right, 15, 14, 13. We gotta land soon. We gotta, and then imagine this. So she's beating him, right? Mm-hmm. She's beating him, and then they land. And so he's like, oh, thank goodness I'm saved. But then, because they weren't supposed to be at this airport anyway, they can't get to the gate. They need to wait for a gate.
Right. Well, and
so now he's basically just getting beat in a car.
Well, and even if they get to the gate, like I know this wasn't even the airport they're going to, but there's always people who are quick to just rush out and clog up the hallway too. So now you're just going to get beat while people are walking by watching it.
Yeah. Oof. And then, okay, so
you gotta say thank you to the captain while you're getting punched in the head. No. Thank you, guys. Ow. Thank you.
Thank you. You good for nothing. Thank you.
Yeah, she even does it too. I told you. Thank you, guys.
You do such great work.
Yeah.
So look, this is insane. This next story I was not here for. I wasn't on this flight, but my buddy Al from Chicago said that I could tell it because he was like on the flight, and it's. I'm sure that it didn't have to get this crazy. It's basically just one big misunderstanding. But a guy was sitting in what I think he must have been like first class for it to transpire this way. So, yeah, I think he was in first class.
Because everyone was throwing money at each other?
No. You'll see.
Yeah.
But basically, this guy on his flight was sitting in the front of the plane, if not first class, as close to. And this guy falls asleep during the flight. And while he's asleep, he's like out, right? So and I don't know if he has a condition or whatever, but he's so out that even when the craziness starts, he's still out. Like he's like, I don't know if he took a thing to sleep through the flight or something, but he's completely gone out of the picture.
Okay.
And the flight is about halfway there. So it's a flight from I think it was from Chicago to Portland. And so they're halfway there. So they've been in the air for 2.5 hours or something. And at one point, I don't know if they're trying to gain altitude. I don't know why, but the plane sort of tilts, upward. And as the plane is slightly tilting upward, a foot rolls through the aisle, just bouncing, rolling on its side, like a foot in a shoe rolls all the way to the back. And so everyone seems to see it.
Yeah. And it's
quiet at first.
And it's checking. Well, then they start checking with each other, like, did you fucking see a foot go by?
So everyone is calm at first because they're all to your point, did you see that foot? Everything, right? Then
I'm just not getting like air sickness or something, right? Like you.
Yeah, you saw a whole
foot right?
in a shoe
you
roll
saw
by,
that, right?
So then look, God is a genius, all right? Because the comedic timing of this could not be pulled off any better. So as the foot's rolling, it's not until it hits the very back with a thud that people start screaming, right? So this lady in the back that was probably next to the foot, and that's why she screamed. Because everyone else, it was just a moment. But for her, this is her life now.
Well, and you can maybe convince yourself that maybe it's just a shoe. But when it's got the thud of a foot in it,
yeah,
that makes it more real. Oh no! It's got foot in it.
So then okay. So then it plops next to her. She sees it, looks down, screams, right? So as she starts screaming, everyone else on the plane that saw it is like, yes, that must have been a foot. That was definitely a foot then. And so then they start screaming.
Well, if you don't mind me, I will join in the hysteria.
Right? So you know how the flight attendants usually, especially on like a fairly sized flight, they usually sit basically like in this back compartment
Yeah.
where all the food and all this stuff is. So then the flight attendant comes forward from the back and is like looking for like everyone stay calm, what's happening, right? Steps on the foot. And then she looks down and goes, "Oh my God." And so then she's like, you can tell when someone's like trying to like compartmentalize all their feelings, but also be professional. So then she is like, is someone okay? Is someone missing a foot?
Yeah.
And so then like people kind of stop screaming now because now it's like, it's not like it's calmed down, but now at least someone is trying to take care of it.
Right.
And so like the woman that the foot was next to is still hysterical. But then like the flight attendant's like, is anyone like, is this a prank? Like what is this? This isn't funny. Like, is someone missing their foot? And then whole time this guy in the first class is still asleep. Mm-hmm. And
I'm guessing
and then finally,
I'm guessing he's missing a foot.
So then as she's like making these same like proclamations of like, you know, like, cause now she's like in that space, I guess, where she's gone from like scared herself to like a little like mad. And so then as she's walking to the plane, just repeating herself, she's like, yeah, this isn't funny. There can be serious consequences for like doing stuff like this on a plane. Like this isn't a joke or anything.
Yeah.
Is someone missing a foot?
You can't travel with any fruit or vegetables or foots. You can't. We check that. You can't have it.
That is overhead luggage at best.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Do you have any foot or vegetables to declare?
So then, as she gets closer to the front, she ends up waking that guy up, and this guy goes, "My foot, my foot," which doesn't help.
No,
because
it just sounds like someone's foot fell off. Yeah.
Yeah, now people think his foot was taken from him or cut off or whatever. So now people start screaming again.
Oh, Jesus.
Then, and she still doesn't have the foot. She's just walking around looking to see if somebody's like snickering or something. Like she didn't pick up the foot or anything or the shoe. But like then she gets the guy, and you know, logical explanation. The dude has a prosthetic foot, up to the ankle, and for more room when he's flying and taking a nap, he takes it off. Mm-hmm. But in this particular instance, the way that the plane gained altitude, it went a little bit to the side and then up. So it perfectly dumped his foot into the aisle and then rolled it back.
I also just don't think if I saw a foot land next to me, and it's like you would be able to tell it was prosthetic. I don't know if that I'd be like, ah! Like I don't think that would be my first. I'd be like, oh fuck. A foot.
I mean,
like,
you're a reasonable person, but like all
fair.
type of manner of people fly. Like I feel like imagine
that's true.
Imagine if this is your first flight.
That's true.
This is your first flight ever.
That would be
and
great.
Just feet are rolling next to you.
Does this happen on every one? Does this happen on every flight? Are there limbs rolling about?
Oh,
that's
man.
wild. And then he was also arrested once they landed. No.
Man.
For public nuisance. No.
Just imagine you're like my foot is like, sir, oh my God, sir, it's your foot. Are you okay? He's like, where's my foot? And now you have to be like, it pretty much rolled next to the bathroom. I'll go get it.
Yeah. Oh, it's back there. And he's like, oh, it's in coach now. Let them keep it. It's been sullied by their grubby fingers.
Imagine what you would think someone was doing though if you, because you know how they have the curtain that doesn't do anything, the curtain between first class and coach,
right? Yeah,
and then under that curtain just spits a foot.
Yeah, you'd start to think it's some sort of like, oh, like I get it. The rich people get away with murder. We're in international airspace or some shit. So now this is where
just sending body parts and carcasses for the rest of us.
It's where the Epsteins of the world get to just dismember people at the front of the plane. I get what the curtain's for now.
Champagne and dismemberments. Oh man. But yeah, I just, I want to experience flights again.
Now I want to know, is it are you specifically missing experiencing flights, or are you missing experiencing anything? Because I don't even particularly like flying that much. Hell yeah, I could go for a flight right now just because it would be something else.
I can't remember what country, but they're offering flights right now that just are, there's no destination. You're just in the air for 2 hours.
Yeah, I've heard about that. Yeah, I couldn't. I don't miss flying that much. I like for it to end up somewhere. I don't want to just be. I don't want to just sit in an elevator for 3 hours. I'd rather, end up somewhere.
Imagine that's the flight you get a migraine on. The flight to nowhere that's not going to land for another hour.
Or what if you're doing that flight and you're like, there's a fucking baby on this one too? Why? Like what? It's already a weird idea to like have to fly the baby anywhere, but to go nowhere, you brought the baby?
That's so funny. I'm trying to sleep, and your baby is keeping me awake on my 2-hour flight back home from home.
Yeah. I have some flight like credits still sitting because I was supposed to come to New York at the beginning of the year, right before. Remember, it was the week New York shut down in the initial pandemic stuff. But so I was going to come out and stay with you and our buddy Steve Malloy. I was going to come out for a bit, and then I remember you and Steve both called me being like, "Yeah, I don't know if now's a good time. It seems to be getting a little weird here with this whole coronavirus thing." And then it was like, I literally canceled. I was like, yeah, I'll push it back. And I delayed the flight. And then it was just like, oh, by the way, New York's closed. Don't come.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, I chose that timing well, I guess.
Yeah, this would actually be a very different podcast if you had come, because you probably would have had to stay. Probably would have been like living here the entire time.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we would just be recording in person then. We wouldn't have to deal with with FaceTimes and stuff. Yeah, I don't know, but I think I still have those credits through next year, or into like when I canceled it. So, if that ever becomes an option again, maybe I'll use it. But
yeah,
fuck, it keeps not looking that way. And it's embarrassing that Iowa, a very spread out state where it's very easy to not be near people, we're like one of the worst places in the nation right now. So I don't know. Like, it's the point of having all these cornfields between us if we're all just going to get together and touch mouths. Like, I don't understand it.
That's what the Midwest gets for being so friendly.
Yeah, it shouldn't be so easy to find each other in all these corn mazes that we have, but I don't know.
Man, I think for me too, the movies when I was flying were like, I would try a movie that I would never watch on land in a flight.
Oh yeah. Well, for me it was always like, oh, if I fall asleep during this, that's fine, because I don't normally do that if I'm watching something, at home. It's usually something I want to watch. But in a plane where it's like, well, I'm literally just passing time, so I don't really give a shit what this is. Mm-hmm. I am conscious though, just like, has this one got like sex in it? Because there's like people next to me, and like it's on the back of the seat. You're always...
Yeah, so my thing is, especially on flights to Australia, which I've had a few now, and so those are long flights there, and
how long
sometimes
is that
shorter
flight?
Flights back.
How is that from?
Like 16 hours.
Jesus. See, I've never done a flight like that, and
Yeah. I think it's 16 from New York. It's actually only like, I think it's only like 12 from LA.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I think so, yeah.
Because I always thought it was like Australia to LA was like one of the longest flights, but I suppose that makes sense.
And when I fly to Australia, I get work done with movies.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
oof. I watched Cabaret for the first time and the entire Pitch Perfect trilogy. I got off that plane singing.
Yeah, man. Wow. What an interesting marathon to have.
I mean, you also only have as many options as they give you unless you brought your own iPad.
For sure.
So like,
yeah.
I think Qantas just had a deal with somebody.
With Anna Kendrick.
I'm gonna be right back just because my computer's about to die. So I'm gonna.
Motherfucker! I've told you to plug it in before we start. It's annoying to edit around. He always does. Yeah, I'm not gonna cut it out. This time I'm not gonna cut it out. I'm gonna let you guys know what I deal with. He'll just suddenly, in the middle of a thought, we'll be talking about something, and he'll just go. He's got to do something else. He's got to plug something in. He's got to take a call. He's got to go grab something. He's foolish. He's foolish, and he's inconsiderate. And he's putting his headphones back on right now. Hey, buddy. I wasn't talking about you.
You're a monster. I don't know what you were saying, but I can tell you for a fact it wasn't true.
I didn't say anything, man. I was just waiting patiently. Just waiting patiently for you to plug your computer in the middle of us talking.
Oh, man.
What? Say something. What?
It's just, it's one of those things where... Oh man, I wonder. I wondered about a lot of people if I met them at different times, if we would have the relationship that we have, and
oh, you say? Are you thinking if we met now we wouldn't be friends?
No, I don't think that. I actually wonder. I think there are certain people you can meet too early though. Like I can tell you that when I was in college, some of my best friends to this day, right? Mm-hmm. This is like, this still cracks me up. So 3 of my best friends from college, when I met each of them, I did not like them. I did not like them at all. I like it was more than I just didn't like them. I like weirdly had a bone to pick with them. And then we got over it, and like 2 of us joined the same fraternity, and then the third one, like we all, I want there to come a day where we can all just chill again because, we all live in different places now. Like two of them are still in Louisiana, and one I think he's in Mississippi now or something, and I'm in New York, but it's crazy. And we've had a conversation about it. Like one of my really good friends, I remember when initially when I saw him, we had a class together. That's like how we met.
Yeah.
And it was like this orientation class or something. And I said, hey, because, just trying to be friendly, make friends. Mm-hmm. I don't know anybody. He didn't seem to know anybody. He looked at me and then he just turned away. And in my head, I was like, this bastard, I can't believe the nerve of a person to look at you and not acknowledge, because it was just a deadpan face. Mm-hmm. And then when he tells it from his perspective, he had been having a terrible day, right? Yeah. He had been having the worst day, and he was darting around looking for, I think somebody was supposed to bring him something. Like basically I don't know if he hadn't prepared to basically come to college that day. Like it was because, we're all from Louisiana.
Right, yeah.
So we all had varying degrees of travel, and some people only had to travel for like an hour. Mm-hmm. So I think that he was like looking for someone that was supposed to bring him something, and he was just like looking around, darting around, right? So then when I said, hey, it was in the middle of him like looking around. So he's like, I didn't even hear you. I'm just like in a panic and I'm sweating. And then I look, and as I'm panning with my eyes across the room, you say, hey, and I just turn back around. And then we didn't even get to strike up that conversation for like a week, and I hated that dude. I was like, what a monster. Because in that moment, he reaffirmed every fear that you have when you're trying to meet new people.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You'd be like, oh, this is why you don't introduce yourself. This is why you don't put yourself out there.
Then he apologized profusely. He was like, oh, man, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I was looking around for people to make friends with, too. And then we ended up becoming friends a week later, and I was like, this dude's the best. Then the the other dude, we had some sort of weird misunderstanding when we met where we got in like an argument, but then we worked it out and then ended up going to the cafeteria together and having lunch together, and then that our friendship sort of started there. But then the third dude is Donovan, who I've mentioned multiple times in like multiple scenarios.
I want to meet him. I've heard a lot of stories about Donovan, but he's one of your friends I haven't met yet.
Dude, you'll love Donovan.
Is there a dog
like,
too?
Donovan, I was trying to. Yeah. Oh, now there's a dog. Yeah. I guess the dog just heard that Biden won. It's losing it. I swear, between burnouts and dogs, we're going to get this podcast recorded.
Yeah, no, I'm getting a lot of fun Foley from your end of the recording.
It's what it's like to be in Brooklyn.
Yeah, but I
just probably a dog chasing the cars.
The dog's winning the street race.
Yeah. So then, when it came to Tyler, who was like the like one of my first friends that I made, he was the one that we had lunch together and everything. And then I would go over to Tyler's room, and he was roommates with Donovan, right? Mm-hmm. And so Donovan and I did not vibe at first. It was really interesting how it played out, because in my head, Donovan was just like this, like I just projected so much onto him because Donovan is like so many things that I am not. So I was just like, this is a big dude thinks he's so cool and stuff, like all this stuff like this, right? Stuff that didn't even make sense. And then he thought that I was crazy. He thought I was like legit out of my mind. Right. And then because he also hung out with Tyler, because Tyler was his roommate, I would like just be talking or like telling stories the way that we talk, and I will like tell you a story, and he'll be like, this guy's, something's wrong with him. Something's not right. I don't like it. And this is the thing that turned him off of me. I think I could be wrong. I'll have to ask him about this, or maybe he'll text me how wrong I am if he listens to this episode.
Yeah, does he listen? How good of a friend is he?
Yeah, he listens.
Support the show. Yeah. I'm just creating drama for no reason.
Basically, there was a day where I was hanging out with Tyler and Donovan and everything, and earlier that day, I had seen, which is I've never seen it since. It's crazy. I had seen two squirrels like running after each other, and they looked like they were about to like mate. Like it looked like some sort of like mating thing, because they weren't fighting over anything, but they were like running around each other and then rubbing up together and then running up the tree and everything. Yeah. And then just when it seemed like those squirrels were about to get busy, an eagle swooped in and snatched one of them.
The ultimate cock block.
Yeah. And so, and the squirrel was fighting, and it drew like a small crowd. Like there were 10 of us who like were like, oh my gosh.
Imagine as a human, you're about to fuck someone. You and another human, you guys are in the bedroom and you're ready to get busy, and then suddenly she gets killed by a tiger.
That doesn't care about you.
Doesn't care about you at all.
The tiger just came and went for her. So
it's going to take a few seconds. You're just going to go, whoa.
Because I'm younger and I'm not as self-aware and probably a list of other things, I didn't tell that story the way I just told it to you.
Right.
I told it from the shell-shocked perspective of someone who just saw it happen.
Okay.
So then when I came to the lunch table, I sat down and I was like, Tyler, somebody was like, hey, man, how's your day going? What you been up to? Like, how are classes? And instead of addressing any of those questions, I just went, yeah, I saw 2 squirrels trying to bang, and then an eagle came out of nowhere. And I'm pretty sure one of them's dead. And the lunch table was silent. And I'm not self-aware enough to know that I've just like kind of ruined everyone's day. And so I'm just sitting there with like the reality of like what I witnessed. And Donovan is like, this guy, there's something wrong. I don't like it. This is bad.
No.
I'm trying to tell y'all now.
If that was the only view I had of you, yeah, like that's how you write a character in a TV show that you want to have be off-putting. Is you have them walk up to a table and just rattle off some random not fun things.
I definitely learned how to clear a room before I learned how to work a room. So
and this is my that's good. This is my friend Josh. Did you know goat testicles are called Rocky Mountain oysters? Okay, well.
Because I also wasn't looking at anyone when I said it, so it just made it that much more like terrifying, creepy, whatever. So then Donovan was like very put off of me, and then
yeah, you got that. Josh, you walk around with that school shooter vibe. That's what you got going.
And then I made it worse because he like, I don't know. I think he felt like because he thought I was crazy, he needed to be a little bit more like. I'm trying to think of how to put it. I think he felt like he needed to show he wasn't scared of me, which is already not necessary because he's like 6'4". Yeah, he's a big dude. I'm not. I think he thought I would bite him or something because I'm not a big man. So like, I don't know why you would be scared of me.
Well, someone who walks in with that energy though is probably into swords.
Yeah, that's fair.
So you gotta watch that kid.
Yeah. So then basically there was one more instance where I did a crazy thing, and then he matched me horribly. So I was alone with Donovan in Tyler's room because we were both waiting for Tyler to get back so we could go to a concert.
Was it like a dorm?
And yeah, it's a dorm, right? So
because you were there was an apartment, but you guys decided to sit in his bedroom. No. It's a dorm. I'm just helping paint the scene, buddy. You're good.
Yeah. And so basically, I shown up to Tyler's dorm room, and then Donovan answered, and he was like, "Oh yeah, Tyler's not here yet, but I guess if you want to wait for him, are you going to the concert too?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "I guess if you want to wait for him, you can wait here." And so I sat down and waited, and then he was sitting on the bed. And then I don't know if he said something or he did something where I was like, I'm not going to let this dude intimidate me, all right? I'm going to do something crazy to show him I'm not scared of him.
Okay, so this one you're doing on purpose.
This one I did on purpose.
The previous crazy was just you. This one, though, is an intent to be crazy. Okay.
Yeah. So then Kanye's 808 Heartbreak had just come out, right? And I worked at the college radio station, so I got an early copy of it.
Okay.
So as I was listening to it, I played it loud and I sang this one lyric because I was like, all right, this will really get him, right? And it's the thing from Say You Will where Kanye's like, when I grab your neck, I touch your soul, right? And so then I like just sort of low sang that. And David just stared at me, and I stared at him, and I was like, I felt like I should have said something, like I should have said, like, "What's up?" Yeah, but like I didn't say anything. Then he was like, "You know what? I'm not gonna let this little dude intimidate me. All right, I'm tired of his crazy ass, and I'm gonna show him I'm not scared of him." So then we both get a text from Tyler, like, "Hey, I'm not coming back to the room. Just meet me there." So then we head out together. As we go to head out together, he's locking the door room, like he's locking his door, and I'm like, "Ow!" And he turns around. He's like, "What happened?" I was like, "Oh, I think a mosquito bit me or something." Because like I'm really itchy all of a sudden and everything. And he just looks around, eyes wide, darting, and then sees the mosquito and goes, "You hurt my friend!" And then he punched the wall as hard as he could. And then when he moved his hand, there was a dead mosquito on the wall. And I was like, "Oh yeah, I don't want these problems." That's terrifying. And now, months later, when we're actually all friends, like me, Eric, Tyler, Donovan, we had this conversation where I explained why I did what I did, and he explained why he did what he did, and it all made sense after that.
No, it didn't. I can tell you right now, it did not make sense.
It did. It wrapped it up with a bow. The story is perfect.
Absolutely does not. It does not wrap it up.
It landed perfectly, like a plane.
Well, they do most of the time. So wait, then after he punched the mosquito, then you were... Because all you said was, "Oh, I don't want these problems." Were you guys like friends after that, or did you just decide like, "Oh, I'm not going to try to intimidate him with Kanye lyrics anymore"? I'm going to give him some distance. Like y'all, you just crazied each other into friendship. This is two people enacting Stockholm syndrome on each other. Like you guys held each other hostage with your separate crazy. Yeah. And then I guess we're friends now.
Yeah, because I feel like we still weren't friends for maybe one more week after that happened, because I was like, when he punched the wall, I was like, "Oh wow, that was extra. Oh geez," because it shook the wall. Like he's a big man, and then when he moved his hand and the mosquito was there, I was like, because he didn't even say like "got it" or any, like he didn't even seem excited. He was just like, he punched the mosquito and then was like, "Let's go." And so then I was like, "Yeah, this dude is crazy. I don't want to have anything. This is terrifying." And then maybe after a week or so, when we were all hanging out and were realizing we were becoming friends, like we were realizing that we meet up after classes and we spend most of our evenings hanging out, that we were like, "You know what's crazy is that when we met, I actually didn't like you for this reason."
You know what's crazy? Everything we fucking did. Wasn't that crazy? That thing you did with the Kanye lyrics, that was weird, super weird, really weird thing to do to another human.
Yeah, but I had explained why I did it, which was like, look, I couldn't just have you being taller than me and like running around here.
I know it'll sort out this height difference. Some Kanye West. That'll really sort out the height differential. Problem solved. Because I'm going to say, when I grab your neck, I grab your soul, or whatever. That'll knock him down about 6 inches. That'll do it.
Yeah, because crazy has no height.
Exactly. Oh man. Well, I'm glad you guys made it. I'm speechless.
Yeah. I'm glad that we made it. I'm glad the neighborhood is happy. I'm glad that I'm glad they're still doing burnouts. They still have gas money.
Yeah, I heard that going again.
Biden Harris 2020. We out here.
Jesus Christ. We've been getting a lot of emails and like reviews lately about people just saying they appreciate my genuine concern for your stories. I'm excited when we start putting up the video elements that people can see me in real time struggle with some of these stories. Because all I could do for a minute there was just cover my face. Well, that's interesting. Did you ever? If I feel like you and I just became friends very quickly. We were kind of fast friends. Did you ever have any moment where you thought you'd have to intimidate me? Is there ever a moment you're like, I maybe got to bring this guy down a peg with some dark lyrics?
No, you only got like 2-3 inches on me, so I think we were Gucci.
Fair enough.
I feel like that's a primal thing. It's like I have to show this person I'm not scared of them, and I'm just gonna be crazy.
No. I mean, you're right to an extent, but just not the way you're saying it. Because I do get it when you meet people like that, and you do want to let them know like you're not going to take their shit or whatever. But like, I don't. It's just your tactic that's really throwing me off. Is they just like, I'm going to put on this song and I'm going to say this one. I'm going to say this one lyric. I'm gonna mutter a threatening song lyric to get his attention. As I'm sitting in his dorm, I'm going to go to his dorm room where he lives and feels safe, and I'm going to mutter a threatening song lyric to this guy just to let him know I'm not scared of him.
So I should also point out that he actually hadn't done anything expressly intimidating until the mosquito thing, which is kind of after 2 of my things. So, in retrospect, he didn't do anything wrong.
No, you came out swinging with Crazy Bud.
The first Crazy was completely unintentional. I saw the thing and then I was shooken up by it.
Yeah, that was you just had squirrel sex PTSD, so that's what happened there. The second
it was like watching the documentary without David Attenborough. It's like nothing was cute about it, nothing was cool about it.
It was
just sex and murder.
It was just nature at its most primal. Someone's gonna get fucked and someone's gonna get got. That's how it goes in these nature docs, baby. Oh my God. Yeah, okay. I don't know how much more time we want to spend on this, but walk me through just again. What caused you to do the Kanye thing? What made you
I don't remember if he had said or done anything extra. I think I just felt his vibe off of that cafeteria moment, and then I was like,
how separate were these instances? How
like days. Like days.
Okay. So you walked into his dorm being like, he's still weird about the squirrel thing. I better threaten him. Oh, maybe I came off too strong before. I know what'll fix it.
This is all I'm saying. All right, I'm just. Jeez. Okay. Look, this is.
I'm sorry. You broke me with this one, bud. I don't know. It is.
I was
much like those guys racing around your block. This is just running circles in my brain, and it is continually fascinating me.
So look, I was coming from a place where I wasn't going to his dorm room in my mind. I was going to meet Tyler to go do something with Tyler that I didn't even know Donovan was also going to do.
Right.
So then I in my mind, I'm not just sitting in his room to intimidate him. I'm sitting in his room and I'm like, all right, if we're going to keep both being around Tyler, then like
we must fight for his love.
Yeah, I mean, I can't have you sort of like treat me like I'm crazy. So let me be so crazy you won't say anything.
Right.
And that's what I did. And then when he punched that mosquito, the fact that he actually killed that mosquito was like, I still think about that.
Yeah.
Because that's accuracy on top of like just good hand-eye coordination and strength, and like he hit it hard. Like he hit it too hard.
He also said to the mosquito, "You hurt my friend." So
yeah.
Now I'm imagining a situation where Donovan had decided you were his friend and he was going to protect you. And then you showed up and were like, well, grab your neck. Grab your soul.
I didn't think about that till afterwards, though. Like it isn't until retrospect sets in that you realize how long you've actually been friends with your friends.
Right.
Like I like with you and I feel like we became fast friends. Like I feel like within 2 weeks I was like going over to your place and like Maddie knew me and we would like go to Mike's together. You know what I mean?
Maddie's my dog.
But then Maddie's his dog. I
don't know. I just felt like saying that because you just said Maddie knew me.
Like, no, I know, but because I almost went like I was petting Maddie, and then I just said Maddie knew me, so it was funny that you were then like, guys, Maddie's a dog, just because Josh doesn't know how to talk to people. But yeah, like so I think that with Donovan, Eric, Tyler, we all became faster friends than it felt like in that year. But looking back to like the freshman year of college now, I'm like, oh, we were friends in no time. But those moments, like just when you're in it, those moments feel like an eternity. It's like you're at this new place and you don't know anybody.
The moments feel longer too when you take the time to just openly threaten each other. That really elongates a moment. When you turn just a simple hangout into fucking high noon, it really it makes things feel longer. I will say that, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can see that.
Yeah. So, wow.
Like I said, Donovan didn't do anything wrong.
Listen, bud, my reactions have not been about what Donovan did. That is not what I've been hung up on. I am casting no stones at Donovan. I've been completely hung up on the insane man muttering threatening lyrics at somebody just because he's getting a vibe that he thinks he needs to pick a moment to be quietly crazy and threatening. That's what I'm hung up on. It's not Donovan. I honestly feel like Donovan gave you too many chances. Well, we're over an hour. Do you? God, you're fucking weird. I love you to death. You're so fucking weird. Oh, you're great. Okay.
If there wasn't a copyright on it, I'd sing the lyric right now, but, I don't want those problems.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Kanye's not president now, so he's got time to track people down. So.
Thank you so much for listening to the Josh Johnson Show. I am so happy to be doing this podcast with one of my best friends that I became fast friends with, and not, in a weird battle over time and lyrics for us to figure each other out. If you're looking for more of us, you can find me on social, on Instagram at Josh Johnson Comedy, on Twitter at Josh Johnson, at Facebook at Josh J Comedy, and YouTube at Josh Johnson Comedy, where very soon we are going to start posting videos of this very podcast. If you want to see what our faces look like while we're reacting to each other's stories, then that'll be where you can do it. And if you're looking for Logan,
you can find me on Instagram at Logan M. Nielsen. And if you want to get a hold of us at the show, you want to send us an email, you can do that at joshjohnsonshow@gmail.com. You can send us a question or just a review, drop us a line. We're covering those right now in what we're calling our Monday mailbag. We're testing that out. We'll see, but we're going to handle those there for a little bit. And because it's been fun giving them a little more time, a little more space to breathe and not worrying about, right? Don't you think so?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Wow. Thanks for that enthusiastic endorsement.
I mean, this is how I say everything. This is why no one believes that I have feelings.
But you can get a hold of us there. And, if you could leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, a 5-star review, if you feel so kind, and leave us a review there. We like to cover those. And if you could follow us on Spotify, subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, or if you could just get some friends to listen to it, go to your friend's dorm room, put on this podcast, just like say some weird, vague, threatening shit. Do whatever you can. Just spread, help share the show, with your friends.
Was that a dig at me?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah. No, we're good. It's a mosquito there. Don't fuck with me.
Make some noise for Josh Johnson!
So much is going into the Super Bowl this year. Not only is it Chiefs versus Eagles, there's so much more at play, Like, everybody talks about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce because they're this idea of, like, the couple we imagine in our minds, but they're adults. It's like high school, but grown up. You know what I mean? Because she symbolically is like this cheerleader in our minds, this like head cheerleader, and he is not his position, but is symbolically the quarterback in our minds. And so them getting together makes such perfect rom-com sense that there are actually people who think that all of the NFL is fixed just to keep the Chiefs winning, just to keep them going. And honestly, you kind of have to give Taylor props. There are people that think she's so powerful. She is single-handedly shifting the course of the NFL. Because this is my thing with it. If it's fixed, why would they be tackling so hard? You don't need to sell it that bad. If most of the teams know they're not going to the Super Bowl, I think you lay off of a couple hits. I don't think anybody's getting CTE as part of a script. I look at Taylor Swift, I look at what they did to Taylor Swift, especially that part of the season when her and Travis Kelce were just starting to date and they cut to her for no reason. And then people got mad that they were cutting to her. They'd be like, why do you keep cutting to Taylor? But Taylor can't control the camera. Taylor was just trying to eat. And then they cut to her, and then she's doing her best to probably not look annoyed, but also she's genuinely having a good time. She's there with her friends. Yeah, touchdown, yeah, right. But then people are like, why do you keep cutting to her? I don't know. This has never happened before. Cameraman's excited too. They might not even mean to cut to her every time. They're just probably like, man, this is a good play, but I wonder what Taylor's up to. Don't get mad at Taylor because the cameraman got a crush. And so then Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce together. Now Travis Kelce is an interesting dude to me. He really is. Because Travis Kelce, up until this point, I think, I don't know him that well, I don't follow him that closely, but I think he had like mostly, if not only, dated black women before Taylor, you know? And so he has like a fade. So this dude has a fade, and people were asking him about his fade because he has his platform raised. He was already super popular, but his platform got knocked up a few levels by dating Taylor. There were more eyes on him than ever before. And so then, you know, everyone was asking him about his fade. And then about exactly a year ago, from when I'm speaking right now, they asked him about his fade and what it was like to like invent that look. And to his credit, Travis Kelce said, "It's the first day of Black History Month." What are you trying to do to me? Which, what an answer. You know what I mean? Like, this is the thing I really didn't think about until that moment, is that if you're like a white dude, right? And something ignorant or even bigoted happens around you. Somebody asks an ignorant question, or somebody just says something, right? The expectation, if you're a good guy, is to say something immediately. Just really stand up and be like, "Hey, that's not cool. That's not okay. Don't do that," right? You know, just really, you can't even give it a second. You have to be like, "Hey, stop right there, okay? Hey, listen here, pal, cut it out. Hey, look, buddy, don't go any further, all right? Gosh darn it, that's racist. Don't you dare, not in my house, not. Nah, get a load of this guy. No way, not today, brother," right? That's the expectation, that you're gonna like notice it, you're gonna catch it, and you're gonna jump on it immediately. And if you don't do that, then you must have been with that thing. That's the assumption, right? But then you're also, and I really didn't give some of my white friends enough credit in this position, if you take too much of a stand, that's also suspicious. You know what I mean? You hear me? Like if something like ignorant happens around you, or an ignorant question gets asked of you, and then you're like, "What? No! Racism? Not today!" "Nah, buddy, I'm putting my foot down." Like, because then people are like, "Oh, what? Are you hiding something? Why are you so amped up like this?" You know? And so to his credit, he's like, "Guys, look, it's the first day of Black History Month. What are you trying to do to me? All right? I didn't invent that look, okay? I got a barber. He knows how to do the taper. Trim it down in the back, 2 or the 4. But if you want to fade, I know a guy. I know a dude. He's good. You know, he does mine." Travis Kelce's sitting there like, "What kind of questions are you asking me? How do y'all not know any black people? You cover the NFL." What's wrong with you? You know? And Travis and Taylor together, they do to me at least, you know, the little bit that I engage with it, because I don't necessarily follow either one of them closely, but every time I see them together, they do look like picture perfect in a way where I'm like, okay, obviously you're going to get the conspiracy theories, but the conspiracy theories were weird to me because they were like people upset, but what's there to be upset about? It's football. She's blonde. We're in America. This is the most American thing that could be happening. And there are people that are like, no, it's a psyop. I'm like, against who? It's a beautiful white couple. Who are we trying to trick? What is the plan here? Though that's how you can tell there are some people that just need to be mad about anything possible. I'm like, what? You're the one that said stop kneeling, and now you're mad at Taylor and Travis Kelce for holding hands. What's crazy about the Super Bowl for me is that no matter who wins, no matter who it is, the celebrations I've always found very odd. You know? I understand celebrating when you get the touchdown. I love those. I hate it when the NFL tried to like clamp down on any showboat, any celebrations, because you just did one of the hardest things in the world. Imagine if you did that for like a scientist. Scientist finds the cure and he can't even do a little. And you're like, Josh, why are you comparing scientists finding cures to players getting a touchdown? I'm telling you right now, they're almost as hard as each other. Because I have some pretty sizable individuals in my family, you know. And I have a cousin, he's 2'11", all muscle. If I wanted to get around him, I'd need something sharp. So trust me when I tell you, if I get around this man and then outrun him and then get a touchdown, I'm hitting it hard. I'm hitting it in his face because it may never happen again. I love like a good touchdown celebration. They spike that ball and then you see what moves they have, because these are big men. These are very big men. So they're not always the most agile. Like, they're good at running, but usually in a straight line. A lot of the times when these players fall, it's falls where, look, I'm not a professional athlete, but I don't tip that easy. Every once in a while, you'll see an NFL player run it, and then somebody just sort of moves their shoulder like, uh-oh. That's my favorite, is when they catch it, and then somebody's too close, and they're like, we going down. All right. No, but when they get in the zone, they've spiked the ball, there's a couple seconds left, and they're allowed to celebrate. This is when you could really do it. And they hit something you didn't even think was possible, you know. Really flowy with it. You know what I mean? They use their hips and stuff. No, that's my favorite. I wish it was even longer. They should get more time to do it, you know? Like, hockey has whole breaks for fights. You could let a guy run in and get on his hands and knees, and then the other guy's like, yeah! No, I'm telling you, it's a beautiful thing to see them that excited, that happy. This is what they work for. This is what they put their bodies on the line for, and it's why they're in pain most of the time. These dudes retire, and it's not like they can just take an Advil. They just have headaches for the rest of their life. And so in this moment, they did what they came to do. They scored. Maybe they won. Let them celebrate, you know? Some of the celebrations I don't get, though. Like, when they win, and they have to throw some sort of liquid on the coach. I feel like we never ask the coach how they feel about it. Because they don't always look excited. It's almost like a requirement that whatever it is has to have some ice. And it has to be a surprise. They never do it from the front. It's always just poured all over the coach. Why is it they win? They did what they came here to do, and they look at the coach and they're like, yeah, drown him. He'll love it. On top of everything, with Travis and Taylor and the Chiefs, you have the Eagles. Eagles fans, truly remarkable. They're terrifying. And it doesn't matter who wins, because whichever city wins, this happens every year, every Super Bowl, every Stanley Cup, whichever city wins looks like it's been attacked the next day. Why is it that the winning city looks so busted the day you won? Why are you tearing up your city? The team will win, and then their own fans will go out into the city and cause so much destruction. You would think the other team sent their city. Like, go get them, Kansas City. What they did to us. You know, I've watched it happen. You know, I lived in Chicago when the Blackhawks won the Stanley Cup. And a bus. They were leaving. Everybody's excited. And then there was just like a group think, that's a bus. It shouldn't be right side up. Let's go correct that right now. And then the bus driver is sitting in the bus like, y'all, I'm your ride. Why are y'all? We're going down. And on top of it all, you have the Super Bowl halftime show performed by Kendrick Lamar. And as far as we know, SZA and potentially some other guests, you know. And this is wild. You know, Kendrick said it about himself, but truly, we're seeing astronomical, historical levels of him being the biggest hater in the world. Fundamental hate. A hater, where I pray I never have a hater that plans as well and executes hate so efficiently as Kendrick Lamar. This man hates the level of hate. Okay, so if you are not aware, in the beef between Drake and Kendrick Lamar, the first song that you could say maybe even kicked off the whole thing, some people say it was like that, but some people say it was First Person Shooter. And in First Person Shooter, Drake says, big as the what? Big as the what? Big as the Super Bowl. And I guess Kendrick said, challenge accepted. Because you're not ready for the level of hate I can bring. And then there was a whole beef, and this whole thing happened, and, you know, Kendrick kind of, I don't know, I guess ruined Drake's life. And then it's announced that Kendrick is gonna be doing the Super Bowl halftime show. And Drake, he started suing. He started suing different parties. He started suing in different ways, different lawsuits claiming different things, some defamation, some were just petitions to get information, claiming that, not like us, the song that I'm assuming plays in Drake's head 24/7. You know, that song that they use bots. They must use bots. That's why it's so popular and everything. And then he withdrew one lawsuit and he filed another lawsuit. And it would seem, I'm not Drake and I'm not on his team and I don't know his lawyers, but it would seem that all these lawsuits are to, in some way, hopefully, possibly, stop Kendrick Lamar from performing Not Like Us at the Super Bowl. That is what a lot of people think all of this is about. He just doesn't want him to perform that song at the Super Bowl. And so maybe he thinks that if he causes enough legal trouble and kicks up enough of a fuss, that the NFL will be like, hey, sir, Mr. Lamar, Mr. Morale. I heard it, great album. If you could not do this one, because we just don't want to be involved in any suits and stuff. I think that's what Drake was hoping. And it appears that has not worked, because then a representative for the NFL came out and said Kendrick can do whatever songs he wants, whatever, it's his halftime show. So let him perform, you know what I mean? And that's got to be rough. That must be rough if you're Drake to hear that, because now all Drake can potentially do is sue sound. That's the only thing he hasn't tried. If he comes out and is like, hey, anybody making noise can get it, all right? It's the only thing I can think of. You know what I mean? Because it must be terrifying. If you're Drake, to think that Kendrick might perform Not Like Us at the Super Bowl halftime show, one of the most watched events in television, period, might be him doing a song he wrote about you. A song that already, as I'm speaking, has won 3 Grammys. That's gotta be terrifying, to think that he might go out there and perform Not Like Us at the Super Bowl. And the audience knows every word. That would be terrible. That would be, because I would never want to know that. Even if somebody made a song that was devastating about me and my life, and it really tore me up and everybody liked it, I wouldn't want to know that they knew it word for word. You know? That's got to be terrifying, to think that Kendrick Lamar might get out there and perform Not Like Us. Might to a loud stadium of fans screaming. You know? Try and strike a chord, and it's probably I think even scarier than Kendrick performing Not Like Us is the audience performing Not Like Us. Because honestly, anticipation is enough. That's how real entertainment works, you know? Whether he performs it 17 times or he doesn't perform it at all, it's already met the moment in that way. You know, everyone kicking up a stink about it is what actually caused it to get so much attention, just to see if he'll do it. You know, I mean, I hope he does it. I kind of hope it's the only thing he does. Mainly because the Super Bowl halftime show is recorded, and it has all of its own production elements that gets them submitted for the Emmys. And so there's a chance that this Grammy-winning song might become an Emmy-winning performance. Oh, I will say though, sometimes it feels like with sports, it's the only time you see so much investment. You see so much come out, like just thrill, agony, all these emotions around a dude's team, around that game, around players and stuff. And I think it's because like sports is one of the few places, maybe even one of the last places, that like a man can express all the aspects of human emotion. He can cry over his team losing. He can be elated. He can be like giddy like a little kid or something. And it's one of the last like socially acceptable places. It's very easy to say like, no, just cry. It's okay for men to cry, but you're not ready. I love when people say like, no, come on. Just break through decades and generations of trauma to just like do what feels like what you want to be doing. No, the only thing stopping you is your mind. As if it's that simple, Sports is one of the last few places that these bonds can be created and that you can fully express yourself. It even creeps up in little different ways. Things that you are innocuous enough, but they run cover for other things, right? Like, let's go. Every one of us here knows a man who has a water bottle. Maybe it's half full, maybe it's a quarter full, but he throws it up in the air. And it flips, and it flips, and it flips, and then if it lands right side up on a flat surface, he will lose his mind. He throws the ball up. It flips, lands right side up. Let's go! Like, let's go was just invented to run cover for dudes crying. It is. Go! It's the same mouth movement. It's the same shapes. And if you scream, let's go hard enough, you can squint, and when you squint, people can't tell you're crying. Because we've all known a man. All of us here have known a man where his team, whatever the reason it is that he loves that team, it doesn't matter. His team is down. All right? Loved this team since he was a little kid. Memories going to the stadium and everything. His team is down. It's a very important game. Playoff game. Maybe the game that decides whether or not his team goes to the Super Bowl. This team that he loves, who maybe has never got this far in a long, long time. And they're down with 3 seconds left. They have possession, and they throw a Hail Mary pass. All right? Wide receiver is running for his life as hard as he can. He jumps up in the air, and then by his fingertips, he manages to get control of the ball in the air. He clenches it tight. He lands. Touchdown. Touchdown. The team was behind, and now they're ahead. They've won. There were 3 seconds left. The game is over. And then your friend, who's not on the team, who's not at the game, your friend on his couch pops up in front of the TV. Let's go! Like, truly, as men, I don't even think we would need let's go if we just felt more comfortable saying, I really needed that. Because I even try now to add more sports analogies in the examples that I make, because I feel like it accesses some people who don't get what I'm saying otherwise. There are people that are truly, we give them a bad rap and everybody makes fun of them and everything, but there are people who are genuinely very, very intelligent. You can tell they're intelligent because they find a game that they love and all the game theory around it and all of the possible combinations of what a play could be go through their head. They can screen a play perfectly, almost like it has the lines that we see on the screen, right? But for them, it's playing out perfectly. They know what's happening next. They know someone's made a mistake as soon as the play starts because they understand the game that much. They just don't ever, ever, ever know why their wife is mad. But I think if we incorporated more sports analogies in arguments, people would understand what went wrong. You know what I mean? Like maybe you're mad at your boyfriend or your husband because he forgot something. He forgot something that was really important, you know? And maybe it was like your sister's birthday and you had so much going on that you asked him to go pick something up and then meet you at the party. And instead of going to pick it up, he just met you at the party. And now the place is closed. And so it looks like you didn't get your sister anything. And so you're upset with him because you asked him for this one thing. And instead of doing it, he just kind of blew it off, or he wasn't paying attention, or he genuinely just forgot and then showed up. And he doesn't understand why you're upset. But if you say to him, look, it was fourth quarter. It was fourth quarter, and you're at the 3-yard line. Like, you're in danger of the other team getting a safety. That's how clutch this is. You only have a few seconds to pass off that ball, right? And if you don't do it just right, that's it, you know? We're not coming back from this, you know? And instead of looking out for your receiver who's wide open until 5 p.m., like I said, who's wide open. Instead of passing off to your receiver in that moment, you're looking at your tight end, you're looking at your other receiver, you're looking at defensive linemen for some reason, like your head is just in the clouds, and out of nowhere you allow yourself to get sacked, right? I'm telling you, that husband, that boyfriend, these are good people. He would be like, oh, damn. Her present was the receive. Oh. Got you. My bad, baby, my bad. No. Even in instances that people are like insanely divided on, like to the point of threats, to the point of the threat of violence, even in political arguments, if you use some sort of football analogy, sometimes that cuts through, you know? Like if Trump is the quarterback. And he hikes the ball, because this is the play that he called. He called this play. This was his play that he wanted. He gets to call the play. Not always, not every play, but this play specifically. He called this play because he wanted to do it, because he thought it was a good idea. This was his play, right? And then everybody was open. The tight end was open. The wide receiver was open. All right, defensive backs. Everybody was doing what they were supposed to do. Everybody on the sideline was cheering, giving support like they were supposed to, and everybody on the field was playing their position as best as possible. And the screen was even working well. You know, everybody's moving out of here. People are wide open. And then your quarterback, rather than throwing what could potentially be a touchdown pass, he just sort of threw it out of bounds. Which is confusing. So the next time that y'all huddle up, you ask him, you're like, hey, what was that? What happened? That was the play that you picked. Why'd you throw it out? Were you scared you were going to get sacked? What is it a time thing? You're trying to stop the clock? Like, you're trying to give him the benefit of the doubt in as many ways as you can. Like, hey, so what's the plan here? You're literally bent over, huddled up, looking in close. What's the plan? What are you doing? What is the goal here? Because I thought I was playing my position perfectly, and then you do the. So what's next? What happened? Tell me what happened. And then your quarterback is like, I think the ball was black. I don't know. You know? I'm just saying, right? I'm just saying that when I tune in to the Super Bowl on Sunday, I plan to watch a good game, hopefully a game that makes sense, hopefully a game that is epic enough that it can yield more analogies for my daily life. And if Kendrick Lamar performs Not Like Us, I'd be a liar if I didn't tell you that even though I wasn't on stage and I wasn't at the game, I wouldn't pop up off my couch like, let's go! Cincinnati, y'all been phenomenal. Thank you so much.
Welcome to Josh Johnson Show. I'm Josh Johnson, joined by my co-host, fellow stand comedian Logan Nielsen. Logan, how you doing, buddy?
I am doing well, man. How are you?
I'm doing all right. So much has happened. Okay, so
so much has happened. You've also started every episode with that lately. You got a lot going on this last month.
This last month has been a lot.
A lot to experience.
So Sally and I ordered food today. Mm-hmm. And I won't say where the restaurant is in case this isn't the restaurant's fault because we're still investigating. DoorDash itself is investigating, and then I'm holding my own investigation where I'm calling the restaurant at different times to make sure.
I'm holding my own investigation.
This is how people like really lose their minds. Like when anytime you, no matter how vindicated you might be or how justified you feel, if you start your own investigation into anything, you've probably already lost your mind.
Yeah, no. Even if you end up being proved right, you do still have the shame of having to take all the yarn off the wall. Mm-hmm. You know, you have to take down all the safety pins. Yep. Still, you being like, "Whew, I got into this deep, huh?" Ooh.
You have to take down the clippings from where you were wrong. Like, yeah, you know those clippings that just had nothing to do with anything, and you were just like, "Well, in Italy, the tomatoes are going bad," and it's like, okay, well now.
That's true. Every conspiracy theorist who does that, and if they are proved right, they have to go like, yeah, this whole branch over here, though, I was a bit off. I was a bit off on this over here.
I did make a mistake.
I am embarrassed about these strings over here. I'm a bit embarrassed about, but Robert Redford had nothing to do with it. I really went at him. I was going to take down Sundance and all of it. He had nothing to do with this at all, and it's all over here. Okay.
Turns out Orson Welles has not been alive for quite some time.
That's something, and honestly, you do just a tertiary search, you will find that. It's one of the first thing that comes up is his date of death, and I really, man, couldn't see the forest through the trees, but
yeah, because he looks so much like the guy from Stranger Things with the beard. I just thought they were the same person.
Yeah.
So then I just kept digging.
But either way, I was right, and the moon is filled with pudding. So So despite that stuff, I was right. We were missing the big picture. I was right.
And so I've been holding my own investigation. Anyway, what happened was we ordered some food. And you know how it's all the same company, even though they use different names? I'm pretty sure like DoorDash, Caviar, all those places are like the same
Couple
thing
of them,
now.
they're
all
like
bought
owned
each
by
other.
the exact same. Yeah.
Yeah.
They all bought each other.
They all bought each other.
They're all owned by each other.
They also somehow still exist,
yeah.
but they are all under one umbrella.
They're all under one umbrella. I think they're all not profitable, but also are. I don't
Because it's like they're not profitable, but they pay slave wages, which just means these people are really bad at business.
Yeah, it just means there's just a hole filled with money somewhere because they don't know what to do with it. So they just
I don't feel like I'm saving money.
They just dump it into a deep, wet hole. They don't.
And
we can't get the money out. It's all wet now.
Like instead of Grubhub or Seamless and then Caviar, just make Caviar the standard and just call the other ones Caviar Poor.
Yeah,
because it's kind of what's happening. There are certain restaurants that are like only on Caviar, and you're like, why? And then you see that they're super expensive, so you're like, okay, maybe that's why. But still, you can't be that. Like, you can't act too. You're using the same plastic container, so don't get uppity. Mm-hmm. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah,
you're still spooning spaghetti into the same black and clear plastic container as the place that charges $3, you know?
Well, and for these, how they work too is like, it's not like there's a Caviar representative who works at the restaurant who manages these orders. It's just a different tablet the place gives you. Mm-hmm. Whichever one you work for, you just have a different type of tablet that the orders go through, and then a driver comes to pick it up who probably works for all of them, because you can be a Grubhub, Uber Eats, whatever driver all at the same time. Mm-hmm. So there's no reason for all these to exist.
There's also no reason to not pay these people well, because if you've gotten to the point where they're working for 4 of them at the same time in a day, why don't you and you're also all the same company, why don't you just go ahead and make them an employee and pay them a fair wage? It's insane. And so,
because in that one too, the illusion of choice doesn't do anything for me. I'd rather just the restaurants be on one thing. You know what I mean?
Yes, exactly. So
but
anyway,
your investigation, sorry.
I said all this to say that we ordered some food. I won't say the restaurant.
Pull your mic a little closer to your mouth.
Oh, okay. We ordered some food. I will not say the restaurant, just in case. It's not their fault. But when our food came...
And if they're listening, and they'll come for you.
This would be how we get death threats.
This would be, we accidentally start a feud with a very violent restaurant.
Yeah, I'd hate for something to happen to you. I'd hate for you to slip in some mac and cheese and never walk. So what ends up happening is that we order, and then the food gets there, and there's no buzz, right? There's no buzz or anything. The app is how we realize it's there.
They're just in the house.
Yeah, right. That would have honestly been better, because then someone would have been able to explain what happened. So,
and also talk about service.
Yeah. You picked the lock? You just knew.
Don't
how to
worry
pick the
about
lock?
it. Here it is.
And so
it's already on plates for you.
Then they drop it off. They're nowhere to be found. So then Sally goes down, and she comes back up to the apartment, and she's like, "You'll never believe it." And I'm like, "What?" Because in my head, I'm like, "Did we get something extra? Did we not get all our food? You know what happened?" And she just lifts it up. She's like, "They gave it to us in a garbage bag."
Here you go. Eat your fucking slop, you monsters. Here you go. Oh, you want this?
I'm
you want
sending
this
you the
little
picture
piggy?
right
I brought
now.
it right to your door. Here it is.
I'm sending you the picture.
Oh no.
This is untouched. I'm sending you the picture right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's just a fly. I think those are the trash bags we have.
Yeah,
Me and Jess.
they
I
are.
think those
They're
are
hefty bags.
That is a hefty.
What a way! What a way to insult somebody. Just like, here's your hefty bag full of food.
Yeah, here you go. Here's your trash.
Imagine someone just delivering it in a trough. That would have actually been less insane.
Just an open bucket,
And-
and everything's mixed up in it.
And
Here's your pail of slop.
And so she's holding up the bag, and then I'm like, no, like I'm already smiling. I'm like, there's no way. Like this is a joke, right? And then she and then she opens it and she was like, oh my God, it's wet. And I was like, well, is it raining outside? And she's like, no.
Was it wet on the outside of the bag,
No, it's
or
wet on the inside of the bag.
well, that could be steam though. That
No,
could be the steam.
It was
of,
not steam because the bag was full of mud.
It was full of mud.
So underneath, in the picture that I sent you, underneath the containers is just like muddy water. So unless they grab their fresh trash bag with their cleanest dirt in it, and then the food started to sweat,
With their cleanest dirt in it.
unless that's what happened, I was just delivered the actual trash. They
This
sent
seems
the
like it was
trash
like
to my house.
It seems like they rode it over, but it was like just hanging from the back of their bike. Like they just tied it onto the back.
They wanted to do the like little motorcycle effect, so they just had one of the lips of the plastic in the spoke. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we don't
You gotta-
know. We don't know. There's so many scenarios where this could have happened.
Yeah. No,
Because-
this does need to be a full investigation. Let's get into it.
Because either the restaurant is the culprit, and they were like,
Right.
we're done. Okay. We're done with you. We're done with
Yeah.
your hunger. You know?
Right.
And we're done with your food. So everyone today is going to know how we feel. All right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then this poor, seamless driver shows up, and they're like, take this bag. And he's like, not to deliver, right? You want me to throw this around the back, right? And they're like, no, that's the food. We want you to give it to them in person. And then
These
when
are
you
bad people.
when they open the door, I want you to spit in their face, okay? And then he's such a good person that's why he couldn't do it. He couldn't spit in our faces. He doesn't know us. So that's why
And he couldn't even
just
buzz.
left it.
He just left it.
He just left it and was like, I don't want to be a part of this, but I need my job, right?
Yep. Yeah.
That's scenario one.
Okay.
Scenario two, they gave the driver their regular bag with the food in it, and he was like, no, this is my last day. All right. And since there's no HR to call to yell at, I don't have enough coworkers to quit in front of, I'm just going to do it as a terrorist all day. I'm just going to.
Well, see, or alternate to that same scenario, but not so much out of spite. They were like, we have the food ready, but we just realized we're out of bags. Do you have one? And he goes, yes. Let me go look in my trunk.
Yeah, so let me go back home.
Oh, here it is.
And grab my trash bag that I've already started using.
Here, I've had this in the trunk of my car. I had some wet shoes in it. Will that be okay?
And they were like, sure, it's leaving. We don't care.
It's your problem now.
Yeah.
Bye.
Now, scenario three
Okay.
is much like your alternate scenario where the restaurant did not give him any bag. And so then he wanted to give us a bag because he was like, even though I'm delivering it to the location where they will no longer need a bag, maybe they'll need a bag. Maybe they're ordering this just to bring it over to a friend. So then they'll need something to carry it with. And they probably don't have bags in their home because who does that, you know? So let me bring them a bag, even if it is a bit dirty. Scenario 4,
Okay.
the devil himself came up from hell
From hell, Satan himself.
and actually pushed the delivery driver out of the way and was like,
Oh.
I got this. Okay. Okay. Let me take care of the situation. All right? Let me make sure that they go to bed tonight a little hungrier than they could have been, you know? Because
Right.
it's not like I'm starving now. I had alternatives, you know?
Yeah. Okay. I'm grabbing a notepad here, okay, so we can solve some mysteries, okay? We do have one mystery solved. There's one mystery solved in all of this as to why your doorbell was not rang. Whatever the scenario leading up to it, for sure, the answer to that is because that driver was filled with shame. Whatever happened to lead up to that moment, for sure. The reason why no one rang you, why no one called you, was because he went, I can't look them in the eye. Whether that is out of malice or pure embarrassment, that is still up for debate. But for sure, that is why the bag was left. So we have that mystery solved. Why no buzz? Why no buzz? Because shame.
Yeah.
So we have that. We have no buzz solved.
Scenario 5 is.
Oh, God, I didn't realize you had more scenarios. I didn't realize there'd be another scenario post Satan himself getting involved.
Yeah, scenario 5, potentially the most likely. The bag ripped and he just put it in something nearby, and then it happened to be a trash bag. Because it would also explain all the dirt. I
Sure,
think that
plausible.
there's a chance that, because we know from this place that their bags are the paper bags with the loose spun sort of straw handles. So that's just 2 staples holding the handles to the bag, and there's
Right.
only a little bit of glue at the bottom of the paper bag holding it together. So what we
Yes.
also think is likely is that the trash bag was actually clean. This dude was walking with our food. It fell out of a bag into the dirt. He then grabs a fresh trash bag and then puts the food back in, so at least there's a bag.
Yeah.
Because if he delivers it with just dirt on it and his hands, we're gonna be like, why? How did this happen?
What'd you do?
Yeah.
What did you do
What
right
did
now?
you do? But now he's off scot-free because he had a clean trash bag with him.
Right. Yeah, because that's the real question of this case.
Actually,
Is at what point the mud comes into play.
yeah.
That really determines who is at fault. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Because I'm looking right now at my phone, and I'm looking at the app for where we ordered, and I'm gonna triple check which one. I'm gonna triple check which, because there's multiple locations as well. That's also why I don't know if this is the restaurant's fault or if it's the driver or fate. You know, whatever.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do, this may be completely unusable, so don't get too excited, but I'm gonna call them right now.
Okay.
You may have to bleep out the name of the restaurant.
Sure.
May I help you?
Hi, I ordered some food today using caviar, and it came in a trash bag. Would that be the driver, or are y'all using the trash bags to deliver?
That's the driver.
Oh, okay. Got you. Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, no problem. Enjoy your day, though.
Have a great night.
You too.
Hi. I think it's solved.
Well, no, here I will say he blamed it on the driver awful quick. That be the driver. And then he sounded real confused and shameful towards the end of that. Mm-hmm. I think he talked to the culprit. I think it was him.
Yeah, it could have been. Maybe this case is still open.
I think the case is still open. I don't know.
This isn't even what I wanted to talk to you about today. It just happened. Just like
Oh, really? Like right before?
dude, yeah, like
I didn't even. There was a thing that I don't think I've ever told you about because I told Sally for the first time.
Okay.
And
Okay, so we're shifting to that. So let's just say still open investigation.
yeah, still open investigation. Look, I'm gonna
Send
keep
us-
calling.
We're gonna keep calling,
telling them that this happened to me.
Email us what you think happened.
Yeah,
Who do you think is to blame here?
yeah.
Because also, was this a trash bag already sitting in something at the restaurant, and they're like, "Oh no, we're out of bags. Grab that." You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or maybe they just saw our order. Scenario 6, they saw our order. It perfectly matched some food they had already thrown away. And so they were like, why not? Why waste food? There's people starving in other parts of the world.
Yeah.
Why waste food?
No, that's the only stuff that's been in that bag. I mean, the bag was outside, but don't worry about it. It'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Why is it wet? Don't. Now you're being
Don't
one
worry
of them.
about it. You
Don't-
know, food. You cook. There's sauce and stuff. They'll be fine. They'll get it.
Yeah. That's my new favorite thing. I had a friend. It didn't make any sense and it had no context to the situation. But someone had said something and she was like, "Don't do that. You sound like one of them." And it's like there was no thing to attach
who's
it to.
them?
Yeah, exactly.
There's
though.
no.
It was
You can't say you sound like one of them, and there's no them.
yeah, it was the perfect thing because there was no race thing to attach it to. There was no it was just such an insane response. Ooh, don't do that. You sound like one of them. It's like
That's like the purest form of othering someone.
yes.
Of like, I'm not even giving you a group. You just belong to them. It's like, what? That's wild.
Yes. It is incredible. I was such a fan. I was so excited when it happened because I was like, there's nothing, no one, like, you know how sometimes people can be like, what do you mean, you people, sort of thing?
Yeah.
It wasn't that at all. It was literally like the confusion at the table.
Yeah.
And it was
It's kinda-
immediately hilarious. I went to dinner. I'm going to tell you the story in a second, but this is also
No, you're
very
good,
funny.
you're good.
I went to dinner last night, and I was crying. I was out with friends, and one of my friends, his phone had died, but the bill came, and he was like, "What's the rate?" Because I mean cash. I do have my card, but I can just Venmo you. I could just Venmo you when my phone comes back on. And then our other friend was like, ooh, that doesn't sound good. You sound real poor right now. And he's like, I'm talking about the battery, not the plan. Okay. And she's like, still though, you shouldn't say it like that. Ooh. I got pains when you said it to me like that. And he's like, well, do you want to put all my cards? She's like, no, it doesn't sound like it'll go through on your card. All right. No, you got to get your life in order. He's like, my phone just died. And she was like, so then maybe clear your phone is poor. Okay. Your phone is too poor for life.
Yeah.
And so it died. Your phone didn't even want to be a part of this conversation. You talking about you gonna Venmo people after you've left the area.
The most trustworthy type of Venmo.
He's like,
The one that's not in front of me.
the way that my man said, the battery, not the plan. Talking about things you gotta do with your phone's back on. It's like,
Yeah,
that's the most oof.
This is now Venmo you once I get some more minutes. It's about to be the end of the month. Once it rolls over, I'll be able to send you that. That Venmo.
What a because here's the thing. When I was in high school and college, I was very broke, and so I had a phone with minutes. And for
Oh,
anyone
we all have
listening
phones
to
with
this
minutes
podcast,
back then, I think, right? Or
not everybody. No.
okay, I did too. I guess. I mean, I didn't know there was another way.
No. The way
I didn't know we had
it now
unlimited back
is
then.
the way that people with money have always done it.
That's true. That is a
Just
good
so
point.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
We were
And
out
you used
here
to be able
counting
to call
minutes.
and you could call a number to find out how many minutes you had, which would take like a minute. So you'd lose a minute checking your minutes.
Also, the thing that really made me mad, and it evened out if the text was long enough, I guess, but every text message cost, and then you had to accept the deduction in minutes to read it. So then every text costs 30 seconds. It costs half a minute. So then,
is that what it costs?
Yeah. So then people would text you K, and it would cost half a minute. It didn't even take a second to read. My eyes recognized. I didn't even do any reading. My eyes recognized a letter, and I knew what it meant. Right.
But yeah, to explain to our our younger listeners, back when I know every now and then we get kind of like back when phones were new, but we do get that way sometimes. But you used to have to literally. You had an allotted amount of phone time, not given to you by a parent or a guardian who said, this is all you're allowed because I don't trust you. This is the phone gave you this. The phone company would give you an allotted amount of time. And if you went over, if you had a plan that allowed you to go over, that overage charge was usually wild.
Also, your own money was your own money was your dad. Like, because if you had plenty of money, you either had a phone plan or you could buy so many minutes that you didn't think about it.
Yeah, this is where the beginning of like burner phones were, because you could just buy a phone with a set amount of time on it, and then when you were done with it, you could just throw it away.
Yeah,
that's why those became popular. You could buy them in a 7-Eleven, use it for a couple hours, throw it away.
When I was in high school, or maybe I was even in junior high, the first kid I knew to get a cell phone got a cell phone with minutes on it. And I don't know if his parents bought it, if he bought it with summer money from his summer job, whatever. But either way, he bought the phone and bought 300 hours on it.
Jeez.
So this dude had 300 hours on the phone just ready to go. And he called me on my home phone. This dude called me to call me poor. This dude called me. This dude called my home phone. He called my house phone.
Man, 300 hours of phone, dude. It's like, by the time he used all that, phones had changed.
This dude called me and asked me if I was hungry.
Jesus.
This dude was a monster. Anyway,
see, bullying, you had to be more creative with bullying back then. We didn't just have social media.
We didn't
have immediate access. You had to go through the work.
And I shouldn't even, this is the thing, okay. This is also where you date yourself, because things are new for every generation of people. There will be things that are new. So then there are people right now who, even though they're young, they remember life right before TikTok, right? TikTok's only been around for a little while. So there are going to be people who are like, oh, yeah, I remember TikTok. And then when they have kids, people be like, TikTok? What is that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And
that's how the students I work with are. They're like, what? You're on TikTok? I'm like, guys, it's been around for like 3 years, and I'm old. You don't want me on it.
Also,
like,
we sound old because we remember life before everyone had just had a cell phone on them, right?
Yeah.
But it makes me...
But we remember before the internet, so that makes us sound 1,000 to probably kids now.
And like, because the idea of a supermarket is like still relatively, when you look at the world and you look at how we ship food and like all the processes around keeping food good until people can purchase it and stuff, that's all relatively new. So then if you're old enough, you remember a time where you had to live off of what grew near you and that's all you got. Maybe if you traveled, or maybe if someone brought something back, you could have something that wasn't from where you were. And it's just so funny because it's like, I think about my granddad. My granddad is so old, he probably remembers before apples. I could see people my granddad's age being like, I remember, because we even really eat apples like that. Because think about it, like it was specifically where you were, and
it's what you had, what grew near.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like there are people who probably had their first apple thinking they could just peel it like an orange, be like, it's not coming off. I don't know. Just hands slipping on it.
Man, a hard ass tomato. Mm-hmm. Gross. Anyway, what was the thing you were going to tell me
Oh, okay.
before we went back to our olden days of minutes on phones
Yeah.
in the old country?
The thing I was going to tell you was when I was little, I would play soccer, and we've talked about this, like how I was not good.
Star
and all
athlete,
stuff like
you were
that.
great at
Yeah.
everything. Oh, that's right. It was the other way. Sorry.
Wow. What an attack. So then when I was little, I was playing this scrimmage game. So not one of the ones that counted. We're not even in our jerseys or anything, our little uniforms. And this is like horrific. So basically, it was like a practice day, right? And so
Right.
we're all out on the field, and we're young. We're like, I was maybe 6 or something.
Okay.
So like a lot of us aren't even coordinated. Like if you can kick the ball straight, you're the best player on this team.
Yeah.
And so
You're Beckham if you're You don't even have to bend it. You're footing it like Beckham.
every time a kid, I remember this specifically, anytime a kid lofted, first of all, almost all of our like lofting kicks were by accident. Anytime a kid could make the ball just fly up in the air for any distance and by any height, we were amazed. We were like, we would celebrate that like it was a goal. So we were not a winning team. And so
As you're cheering, the other kid just goes by you with the ball.
we're lifting up
Scores
the
behind
kid
you.
who did it.
Oh my god, it went so high and the wrong way.
So then this is such chaos. And like even when I remembered it and I was talking to Sally about it, a part of me was like, I don't know if I should tell it on the podcast yet, because I'm trying to remember everything that happened. And then 2, I don't think people will like identify with me the way that I need them to. Most stories I tell on this podcast, I don't care about the perception. I'm just telling you my side of what happened. And this is the first time I was like truly upset by something like that. What's up?
Okay. I was like upset by how you handled it.
No,
or
I was upset by what happened to the point where I think
Okay.
I genuinely blocked it out because
Oh, good. So we're getting into repressed memories. That's where we've gotten
well, no, it's just like
on the show.
I don't even remember what brought it up, but I was telling Sally about it. Anyway.
Okay.
So then
I'm so curious. By the way, now that's a very intriguing intro.
we're all like uncoordinated 7-year-olds, right? And we're doing this practice game. And the practice game is just our team. So it's just like, it's not, the stakes couldn't be lower. But all year, I've been bad. And I've been so remarkably bad that they don't know where to put me. So they have the same problem they have with me that the kid that's good at everything, you know? Like the kid that can dribble straight, they're like, should we make him the
Right.
forward? Should we have him as a defender? What should we do, right?
Is he in high school now? What do
Yeah.
we do with him?
Yeah. Can we get him held back? You know?
We either got to hold him back or we got to launch him forward.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody just like throws his dad some money under the table to like mess up his homework for him.
We got to keep him to teach the other kids.
Yeah. So anyway, in the game, this kid had brought his dog, right? And the dog has been asleep for almost all of practice, just chilling, right? And it's like it's a fairly big dog. And then but it's still like, it's not like an old dog, but it's like puppy age. I can't remember what the breed was, but it was like medium sized to say it was a puppy, you know?
Okay.
And been sleeping, been a good dog the whole time. Anyway, this is also a time where you got to think about how you're coaching kids who don't understand real plays. You're just trying to get them to do their position,
Yeah.
and to
Yeah.
stay in a general sense of where they're supposed to play.
Yeah, you're kind of going with a zone situation, because especially at that age, and in America especially, a kid's knowledge of soccer is going to be, hey, kick the ball.
Yeah, and so,
It comes to you and you kick it.
yeah,
That's kind of,
And
again,
so-
I know it's different in Europe. That's how we view it here.
And so for me, what ended up happening was there was a kid from the defender's position that was dribbling the ball towards me, and I should go back slightly. I'm goalie this time
Oh, okay. Your goal
because they were like, he's not fast. He'll have an asthma attack, right? He cannot kick the ball straight, but maybe straight isn't what we need. We just need it out of the way. and so maybe he'll be a good goalie. That's literally
he finds a way to get hit by stuff.
Yeah.
Let's put him there.
Yeah. He's been hit by the ball in the face a lot. I don't know how
Let's
it
use
finds his forehead, but
Let's use that face to our advantage.
and I'm even excited because I'm like, this is my chance to prove myself,
Yeah.
This is my opportunity.
As you're standing there bleeding.
Yeah, this is my opportunity.
Finally.
I'm gonna be good at the sport. Because remember, I told you before, it's like I kind of wanted to be like that sport, like that athlete, Anyway.
Still kind of do. In a little bit.
All right.
Just saying what we cover on this show, your endeavors.
So
You have dreams of becoming a very buff ninja. That's what it seems like.
So the kid is dribbling from the defender's position at me. So he's coming at me for a while. And so many, because he's not fast. So
Right.
many things are going through my head. Like so many thoughts. Like, okay, I got my eye on the ball. I know which kid has it. He's not passing. So it's not like I'm going to get, and also, I think they were trying to teach us offsides at that point. So then there really wasn't too many people ahead of him to try to pull him off sides, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's really just me by myself on this entire side of the field while he's coming and the other kids are running. And so I'm like, okay, I just got to stay calm. All right. I just have to keep my eye on the ball. He's coming at me. He's not fast. He's going to kick it. He's probably going to kick it straight because none of us are good. Like I'm in my head, I'm like locked in.
Right. Yeah.
And just as he gets maybe past 3/4 down the field, so like this is game time. This is when I'm gonna have to step up. He kicks the ball just a little too far in front of him. Like when you're dribbling a soccer ball and sometimes you don't manage the distance well. And so he's kicked it really far in front of him. Now he has to catch up with it. When he kicks it that far, at this point the dog wakes up and just full puppy mode. The dog wakes up and then takes off and hits it with its nose down the rest of the field at me, and now it's a dog. Now I'm like, what do I do? What?
Wait, the dog just took over?
Dude, the dog just, and like I'm not being dramatic when I say that this was probably all of 10 feet,
Right.
Because he was almost there.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
But then now he's here, so he's like about to be at the ball again, and the dog was just off to the sideline, laying down. And so now it takes off, runs in front of him, and starts like knocking the ball with his head. And then he knocks it one last time. He touched it all of like 2 or 3 times, but he knocks it one last time. And I'm like, at first I'm scared because I'm like, the dog seems big as it's running towards me. I'm also little. Then I calm down. This is all happening in a moment. Then I calm down for a second because I was like, oh, a dog. Now I'll just be able to grab it. I hope I don't get bit, but now I can just grab the ball, right? And at the last second, he like hits it with his little nose, but it goes a little to the left, and I miss. And so technically the dog scored on me. And people are like screaming. They're like, oh, it's like such a funny, and the kids run up to the dog and they're like, and the dog's excited and he's like hopping and stuff like that.
They pick the dogs up on its shoulders. And
Dude,
they carry him off the field.
it was like a full, like kind of like an Air Bud situation, except there was no stakes,
It was 100% Airbud situation. I think they even did a soccer one with Airbud.
And we always celebrate Air Bud, but we always forget the kid that he scored on.
Oh,
That just really wanted to have his own moment.
Yeah. No, Airbud gave full competing teams just mass depression.
Like I don't think I was so upset. I was genuinely, I was like so hurt because I played it back in my head a bunch of times because I was like, there's no way I missed that.
Yeah,
because it happened so fast. Literally, the dog just like blah blah blah, and then it was in the goal.
The dog just took over though. The fact that he kind of kept it on the same path is interesting and almost suspicious.
Dude, it's like 2 or 3
I'm gonna
touches.
say there's another mystery we have. I think you got played. This dog has been trained.
This is a
He's
circus
the
dog.
ringer.
This is not my fault. This is a circus
This
dog.
is a genuine Airbud scenario.
And it's like, look, I don't think in a million years the dog could do it again because he wasn't even trying to. Like the dog was
He's got
trying to play
excited
with
and
the
just
ball.
went for the ball.
He wasn't trying
Yeah.
to score, but he was so close to the goal by the second time he touched it. And it's like I was already not good.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Now, but I'm gonna make you feel better though,
What?
because frankly, I'm just saying, because soccer, football in other countries is a game of feet, and dogs got 4. You know, so technically,
I was able to use my
he's-
hands. We both had 4 appendages at play.
I'm just saying. He's actually, he's over equipped.
We both had 4 limbs to work with. And
No, listen, it's embarrassing and you should be embarrassed. But
it's also
I'm
like
trying to make it.
the worst part is that it's like not even enough people were there.
For it to even be like a really cool thing, like to be like a
It was like
we said, this is pre-phones we established, so this wasn't like a viral moment, but could have been a socially viral moment.
it was like 8 kids playing,
Yeah, so this is just your pain.
and not every parent was there.
So this doesn't even get to be like a fun, like, oh my God, did you see that moment? It's just one kid being embarrassed because a dog scored on
I'm
it.
pretty sure my mom had to run an errand. Like, I mean, I'm glad my mom didn't see it, but
No, you just didn't see her sneak out. And she was like, ugh,
ooh, I'm gonna come back at 5 because
come back after all the other kids have already left before I pick him up.
yeah.
Wow. So what made you think of this? Because you said you're not even sure if you remembered it fully. If you blocked it, what brought it
I
out?
don't know. Sally and I were just talking, and then I think I maybe had a moment or something.
Did you start? Did you start shaking and?
Just decided to be vulnerable, you know.
Was that your last day in soccer?
No. I didn't stop doing soccer till I was like 13.
Okay.
So
did it push you forward? It made you angry.
Oh, it made me
like,
angry. It didn't make me better. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it was bad.
Yeah. Well, I can say that is a unique thing. I've never been scored on by an animal, I don't think. So that's a unique experience. You got that going for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it sounds like you're having a day
Yeah. Yeah.
with muddy food and sports drama.
Just like the next time you watch one of those movies, just think about the kid.
Think about the other teams that feel terrible. Think about the teams that Airbud beat. Think about the spirits that he crushed. There's nothing in the rules that says a dog can't play basketball, but there's also nothing in the rules that say I can't feel bad about it.
It honestly, if I'm being real with you, it was bullying. It's just let your dog be at home. It was sleeping anyway.
Right.
Keep your dog, get your dog off the grass. You know what I'm saying?
keep dog off grass, otherwise become supreme athlete. Is what the little signs will say in the yard.
That dog wasn't even cute.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I'm feeling about
you're
it.
You're coming at this dog now.
Yeah, I don't know what breed it was, but the breed was ugly. All right. Yeah.
Oh, this dog breed? The breed is trash.
Yeah.
That's what this dog is.
Yeah. Thank you.
I mean, you're gonna hate me saying this, but like, what a piece of the Josh Johnson puzzle we've just found.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, yes, I knew you wouldn't like it, but like, I guess I'm speaking to the listeners because I'm sure they all heard that and they're like, oh, yeah, this makes sense. This
Makes
seems like a man
sense.
would get dunked on by a dog.
Look, I'm the winner.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, okay.
That was over 20 years ago. So guess who's still alive? All right. I can still dribble. Got my good limbs, can run.
Yeah, but now look at you taking care of a dog.
What does that have to what does that have to do with anything?
I'm just saying you got to do.
What
I'm
does
saying
that have to do
they-
with anything?
Just saying,
My dog
like,
would never be able to
No, but
I would run circles around my dog, okay?
Josh has made a point to never show his dog a ball because he doesn't even want to come close to repeating this mistake.
Chance would be puffed out when I got done with him, okay?
Oh goodness. Mm-hmm. How does it make you feel to relive that memory, to have it back?
I mean, it's fine. When I think about
Okay.
where I am in life and when I think about that dog isn't in life,
Hard cut to Josh being heckled in a comedy club by a dog.
there's a whole litter.
I did a show a couple years ago at like a brewery, and it was like one of those places they allow dogs to come into, and there was like so few people in the audience that there was literally almost equal to the amount of people and dogs in the place. Or it was like 2/3 because there was like 7 people and like 4 dogs. And I'm like, this audience is damn near mostly dog at this point. That's a strange place to be. And I think one did bark. So I think I did get heckled by a dog. So there, I have that over you.
Yep.
Okay, well, while Josh is dealing with his trauma, I will open up the mailbag. Let's get something else.
No, that was it. Do we have another one from Anna, you said?
Yeah, I was looking for that because I figured since we got a little extra time, we can do that one.
Thank y'all so much for writing in. We appreciate you. We have so much fun with these. We look forward to them every week. Anytime y'all send them in, we're happy. So thank you again.
There it is. Scrolled past it a bunch of times. All right. But yes, we do have an update from Anna. Okay, real quick. Let's try to recap the story thus far. This is an ongoing chain of emails.
Okay.
So this started with her going on a date with the guy,
Who was a foot
Who ended
pervert.
a real toe fiend. Not only was he really in defeat, but slid under the table to remove her shoe and smell it and was like, oh yeah, that's good.
Oh, that's foot.
That's foot. And then I believe that tickled her foot, so she kicked him in the head?
I think in the face, maybe?
In the face. Kicked him in the face, which I believe also knocked over something on the table and fell on the table
Made
next
a big
to them.
production of the fall.
Yes. Yeah. And then server something was spilled on her, right? I believe something got spilled on her.
Maybe something was spilled on her from his fall.
While he was, or was it he was underneath, so a server tripped over him because he was on the ground getting them good feet smells.
He made it worse. Whatever happened.
Whatever happened, he made it worse.
Yeah.
And then the other server like kicked him out or whatever, or helped like just end the situation, like helped her clean up whatever got spilled on her. So she went on a date with him, and she ended up on a date with him where then he revealed that he's really into like BDSM stuff.
Yeah,
he asked, are you a gray?
And she was, at first she didn't understand it. Then she realized.
I believe, I don't know, and I also don't know if we clarified. We found out later that applies to 50 Shades of Grey, or we might have read an email
something
that
like
explained that. But when he said like, "Oh, you're a gray," that was going to 50 already. This is so much backstory.
Yeah. So if this is your first episode listening, we've caught you up as best as possible.
Yeah, and the cliffhanger, because she always leaves us on cliffhangers, and very tantalizing ones. I believe the last thing was after he was talking about being into BDSM and stuff like that. Then the foot fetish guy was outside the window and said, "I found you." That's. And this is where we had our little debate of just like, are we getting played? Mm-hmm. But either way, we're having a fun time with the story, so I kind of don't care.
Yeah, I want to see it through to the end, even if none of these people ever lived. Even if Anna is not real.
Okay, and this one I like too. This one is titled "The Showdown." Is how this one is titled.
Okay,
but this is from our friend Anna.
All right.
Hey guys, you said you never heard the expression "gray" before. It's apparently used in dating apps as a slang/short for being dominant. The word refers to 50 Shades of Grey. Some people just use a gray picture and that's it. Oh, just a gray picture. Interesting. I want to give you some context. As you know, Sweden is a small country. The population of New York, they're out of Sweden. That'd be.
As you know, Sweden.
Small country. Anyway, this has nothing to do with that. Never been.
Want to go?
As you know, Sweden is a small country. The population of New York City pretty much amounts to the total population of Sweden. In the capital, there is about 1 million. In the actual city center, the number is about 400,000. In most cities around Sweden, all restaurants, clubs, cafes, and most fun stuff is situated in the city center. So if you want to find someone, it is possible, but statistically not likely. In my case, I was ratted out by one of two people that knew where, what, when, and who I was seeing that night.
Wow.
After I left the gentleman, this has been the code name for the foot fetishist. After I left the gentleman on the floor of the restaurant, I actually thought that I would never hear from him again. I'd only given him my business card, so he didn't have my private number.
It'd be very funny if his name, like we nicknamed him Tony Two Toes. You know,
Tony Toes?
Yeah, he loves feet because he doesn't have all his, you know. You want what you can't have. You go ahead, keep reading out. That's my bad.
I liked it. I don't think because now I'm just thinking of a guy who has no toes and he just really wishes he had.
Yeah. Like, you think he's sucking on
toes.
But
it's gone the other way where now he's just horny about it.
Yeah, it's like you think he's sucking on toes because he's into feet, and he's sucking on toes being like, I remember my middle toe.
He's just like, I really wish I could feel this.
Mm-hmm. You know, he dates somebody for a couple years, and then he's like, let me put a ring on it. And he goes down and just puts it on her toe.
Oh, my God. Have you ever meets a girl with like 6 toes on 1 foot? Are you kidding me? I had only given him my business card, so he didn't have my private number. But no. Phone calls after phone calls to the office that I refused to answer. I think that if you don't get that a woman is not into you when she kicks you in the face, you don't get it if she tells you in words. Okay, so it sounds like he's been calling the office a lot, though.
Mm-hmm.
which is a great thing. Reception, how may I direct you? I'm looking for the lady with great feet.
Yeah.
Is there a lady with great feet there? Can you put her feet on?
Yeah, tell her it's Tony. She'll know what that means.
Gifts started showing up. Flowers. Oh no. Pink rubber boots with a note that said best worn without socks.
He trying to make you sweat. That's what that is. That's a real pervert right there. He thought ahead.
Yeah, he wanted a drink out of that boot.
That's wild.
And a mobile phone with his number in it. You expect a serial killer to have more tact, you know?
Not just tact. This is
A
like
plan at all.
This is like, you know what? Because you just have to start over. You have to find someone who is as in defeat as you are. Because if you were doing these moves on them, it'd be all swag.
Yeah.
It'd be like,
and by start over, he also means move
boots.
somewhere and change your name, probably.
He sent me a cell phone with just his number in it. Like, this is like Dorian Gray.
How's it Dorian Gray?
That is a different book.
Oh, are you trying to say 50 Shades of Grey?
The guy in 50 Shades of Grey is a different Gray than Dorian Gray. Yep.
Dorian Gray was the guy who had the painting of him.
No.
Getting his nipples twisted, and
I remember.
it was a painting of him in a sex swing. Boy, okay. He sends the boots, a phone with his number in it, but not an apology for being, well, let's say disrespectful. I gave it all to the receptionist and asked her not to accept any gifts on my behalf and to send them back. She protested and said, but he is so rich and he is cute. Why don't you go on a date? Oh, this lady's going to make a great victim one day. I wasn't in the mood for telling her the story, so I replied, we did, but it turns out we are not a good match, and I think you and I have a different kind of checklist when it comes to men. It turns out that the gentleman is the youngest son of a very well-known rich family in the region and has invested in various projects around Sweden. He showed up at work events, but I'll skip that part of the story of weird interactions at those events. The gifts stopped showing up, and I was relieved that the gentleman was gone. So I thought, this is a novel, I think.
This is also, it's like, okay, not only is it a novel, but it's all like just plausible enough.
It's just plausible enough, but it also sounds just enough like a Hallmark movie.
Because basically,
oh, he's the heir to Sweden.
Basically, we also have to keep in mind how long this thing is going on, but on the B side, how long it took for her to go on the date with the server. Because remember, this is all going to come to a head.
Yes,
with the I found
which I believe it starts here and the next part here. So yeah, there's a whole side plot with the gentleman that like we're kind of just being privy to right now, and she's also not telling all of us again. Also very good with cliffhangers, which is what makes me think that Anna might be a writer. Just being suspicious. Being seated at the restaurant with the server and dumbfounded by his words, annoyed by the woman purposely spilling wine on me and hitting on the server. Oh yeah, that was part of it. We forgot.
Yeah.
On the date with the server, there's a different server spilled on her on purpose. My mood was not getting better after seeing the gentleman strut into the restaurant towards us. How the hell did he find me? What are you doing here with him? The gentleman says, indignant, and points at the server. He doesn't wait for an answer, turns to the server and says angrily, those feet are mine. Remember that the gentleman is not low-key. Oh, no shit. The restaurant quiets down and someone whispers, did he just say feet? He's so fucked. Followed by some giggles and chuckles. The server folds his arms and looks at me expectantly. I'm now fantasizing of how I drop kick the gentleman, but of course I don't do it. Oh, well, why stop now? You've already kicked someone on a date.
Yeah. You kicked him.
That's right. You've already kicked this man. I see the gentleman's mouth moving, but I'm not listening. How did you find me? No answer. I was not holding back at all. I'll refrain from using the same words here. Through my teeth, told him that I'm not an object and can't be bought. I won't allow him to treat me disrespectfully any way he wants, whenever he wants, and especially sniffing my shoes in restaurants. I'm not laughing at the sentiment, but closing a sentence like that is funny. People around us laughed, and someone made a puking sound, and someone booed. The girl in the group of university students cheered me on, "You go, girl," and fiddled with her phone. I glanced at the server and noticed that his eyes were glazed. I finished it off with, "I'm not interested in you whatsoever and never will be, so leave me the fuck alone and get lost. But, you kept the gifts, so I thought, we had a thing." It turns out that the receptionist had kept the gifts for herself and had led the gentleman on to believe that I kept them, and to redeem herself to the gentleman, she had told him about my whereabouts. She can see my calendar at work, and so she checked it. At this point, the woman comes back and yanks the server's sleeve. To me, she says, "Take it outside. You bothered the other guests." I pierced her with a glance and said to the gentleman that lingered, "You got 1 minute to leave, and if you don't leave me alone, I'll get a restraining order, and from there on, I have the right to protect myself. Do you understand? Kicks are a-comin'." The gentleman limps away like a sulking toddler. I turned to the server and followed the feeling that I had during the date. "So, when are you going to tell me what's really going on here?" His smile stiffens a bit and he says, "I guess we gave us away, huh?" The server pulls the woman towards his side with the arm around her waist. He winks at me and continues, "We have checked you out and we agreed that we want you to be our dominatrix." People gasped and started mumbling. I noticed that some of the uni students were filming and giggling. "We, as in dating?" I asked, wanted no misunderstanding. "We, as in common law wife. Yeah." The disappointment of being kind of played by the server and this woman, the lingering anger from the showdown with the gentleman made it hard to collect myself. Knowing that the server and the woman are turned on by my domination and telling off of the gentleman, I decided not to reward them by lashing out. So I did my best to compose myself, and as cold as ice, I said, "Well, thank you for clarifying that. You have the right to live the way you want, but I'm one man at a time kind of woman, so thanks, but no thanks." Well, technically, there was only going to be one man.
Yeah.
Not a split hairs here. "I wish you the best in all you do. I'll take my leave now. Have a nice evening." I grabbed my purse and left, and as I did, I heard the server and his woman blame each other for me not agreeing to their proposal. It took some time for me to let it go and laugh about it all, and I somewhat do have trust issues. But it is a hell of a story, huh? Take care and stay cool. Love. Huh. Yeah. But
All I can say is I hope it never happens again. Wow.
Huh. I might have to make just like a mini episode. It probably wouldn't even be a mini episode; it'd be a whole thing. But of just those 3 emails together.
Yeah.
Just for the full story.
Honestly, what we should do is cast it.
Make a little radio drama out of it.
Yeah, we should cast it and then do it. Do that one as well as the porta potty one.
As the porta potty thing. Oh god, now we're making full productions now.
So thank you so much for listening to the Josh Johnson Show. We had a great time recording. I hope we had a great time listening. If you are looking to catch up with us on any of the socials, you can find me at Josh Johnson Comedy on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, where we're going to be posting clips of the show. And if you're looking for Logan,
you can follow me on Instagram at Logan M. Nielsen. And if you want to get into the mailbag and just change how I view humanity with your stories and your experiences, and to really make me wonder if anything's worth it. You can send those to joshjohnsonshow@gmail.com. You can also leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts because we read those in the mailbag as well. And if you're looking for bonus nonsense from us, such as bonus podcasts and videos and replays of our virtual live shows, you can get those patreon.com/Josh Johnson Show. We have a bunch of different tiers. And speaking of virtual live shows, we have one coming up. I believe it is November 27th. I believe that is the date. That last Sunday, it is November 27th, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be doing another virtual show. So tickets will be in the episode bio underneath and in our social media bios and all that jazz. You should come join us. We always have a great time. I showed a bunch of haunted dolls in the last one, so who knows what could happen. It's a big crazy time.
A lot can happen.
A lot can happen. Who knows what weird people we've dated will just suddenly show up and cause a scene.
Oh wow, I hope not.
If in my screen one of your exes just walks in.
Well, we hope you have a great rest of the week and a wonderful weekend. We will catch you next time. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. It really supports the channel. Hit the bell notification because apparently it's the only way YouTube will tell you that something happened. And just tell a friend. That's the biggest thing you could do. Just tell one person in your life that you like, maybe you don't like, that this video happened to you.
We release the podcast every Thursday on all the podcast apps, so you should find us there and subscribe on those and comment and leave reviews and whatever on all of them. And also, if you want bonus stuff, you can join our Patreon, patreon.com/Josh Johnson Show. We have bonus podcasts and videos and stuff there, and we'd love to see you